You're on.
What up? Holy smoking Joe Frazier. Can you believe what's going on in the United States today with all of this craziness from the election? Don't answer that. You can answer it at the end when we go through all the craziness.
Welcome to Grunt Speak. All grunt, all the time.
We are going to talk to you. Well, I'm going to talk to you like you're one of my soldiers back in the day. I break everything.
But with less profanity. That's
well,
important.
okay.
We're gonna get.
I'm going to try to cut the profanity
We're gonna get
out.
lynched. We're gonna get lynched, Ryan. Like every big tech site right now. If we start talking how you normally talk to your soldier, we're gonna get lynched.
Yes.
You already lost your private Facebook.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yes.
But you need to explain that to these.
All right. So apparently, I was purged from Facebook. I had 2 pages. My first one was deleted roughly 2.5 weeks ago, and the second one got ixnayed 20 minutes after the last live stream last week.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, apologies to everybody on YouTube. It wasn't our fault. Apparently, we were bad boys because we did what every other creator on YouTube does. When we said, hey, we have a Patreon, we have a Subscribe Star, help us out. You can get access to exclusive content. They had to go back like 3 months. They struck a video down, said it was scamming or spamming, whatever the hell.
Which was already reviewed.
And it was already manually reviewed. Yeah, so that's the really screwed up part. They just didn't want us broadcasting during election week. I guarantee it. So we were in YouTube jail last week. So if you didn't watch the stream, I'll make sure to put a link to it in the description of the stream when we're done. It was on Facebook and Twitch.
It turned out okay. I mean,
it wasn't bad.
For pulling it out of our ass, it wasn't that bad.
Before we even started broadcasting today, we got a $100 donation from a fan. Thank you very much. Drinks are on him. And that itself, we're already like way ahead from last week.
I'm going to use that money to get some Glenlivet.
Glenlivet.
Yes. It's expensive premium whiskey.
Very good. You need something to replace the bottle that you drank entirely in my absence after we wrapped last week. I brought him a brand new bottle of the Old Smoky Tennessee Salted Caramel Whiskey. It is already gone.
Don't judge me.
I judge you.
Good ass.
I judge you.
That was good shit, man. If I had vanilla ice cream, it would have been better.
Oh, wow. We already got some funny comments in here.
What do we got?
Trump 2020 drained the swamp into Joe Biden's diaper.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys out there. I am experiencing high volumes of anxiety over this whole thing because in almost all of the scenarios that I play out in my evil genius mind, all but a few are neutral. The rest are very, very bad.
It could be very bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know why it's going to get worse? Is because people actually think that the media decides who's the president in this country.
That is absolutely insane. It is. I have no idea. Well, first of all,
they learned nothing from the 2000 election. I'm just going to say.
The only way they're going to get fixed is if people just turn them off and don't watch them anymore, including Fox News. I mean, they've all shown their true colors here. They're nothing but propaganda squeeze boxes.
They had to send Tucker on with some. He was like all apologetic and stuff. Oh, we hear ya. We know that stuff is hard to believe right now. Like, dude. You are still like as good as Tucker Carlson can be, okay? I mean, compared to his counterparts, Rachel Mad Cow and Anderson Pooper and all these other dudes on like CNN, MSNBC, what have you. He's in another league, but he's still a paid correspondent for a multinational, multi-billion-dollar corporation, and at the end of the day, it's all about the money.
Unfortunately, you're incorrect. From my observation, there are almost no one left in media and our government who loves America. They want to turn it into a communist, socialist hellhole. And I'm just going to put it out there. Like, you haven't seen people pissed off until you tank their 401ks and turn this into a socialist hellhole like Venezuela.
Bad news bears.
There's going to be people, getting their necks stretched left and right. And
it feels so good.
I'm not condoning that, but I'm just saying that
I understand.
Historically in this country, that's the kind of stuff that happens when you get a lot of people pissed off at the same time.
Yeah. And the reason why the media doesn't care, and again, it all comes down to money. When you're a globalist and you have businesses and tax havens and you spread your money all over the world, I mean, yeah, if the biggest economy in the world tanks, it's going to affect you, but it's going to take a long time to get there, and you're going to have a lot more time to pull your money out, shuffle it around, go get some hookers and blow, whatever it is you want to do with your time.
I don't know. I don't really know what powers are behind all this, other than, in my opinion, it's forces of evil. I mean, because America historically has been like the example of freedom for the world, and quite frankly,
more.
We're crapping the bed on this one.
We're starting to like nip at China's heels now.
Yes, we are.
Their whole social credit system, and now that's another thing that we got to talk about here. Their little Gestapo list that AOC and was it Jennifer Rubin or something like that? They're going around. They want to rally up all these names of Trump supporters so they can be held accountable. Yeah, that doesn't sound freakishly Fourth Reichish. Not at all.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great way to heal the nation right there. Yeah, round people up and throw them in camps. Yeah, that's not going to blow up in your face. No.
Ad Nomo wants to know why Popp isn't speaking. He is. Shut your hole.
I am speaking. Can you not hear me? Huh.
What the hell?
Odd.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's funny. We had some technical issues going into this stream, so I had to duplicate the stream key because I wasn't seeing the preview coming up on the main channel. And now all of a sudden I'm seeing that we have two simultaneous live streams going, one with 535 viewers and the other with 235 viewers. My bad.
Sorry.
I it wasn't picking up a stream. It wasn't getting any data. So I was like, oh shit, what can I do? I went in and I duplicated it, and apparently that was not
the right answer.
That was not the right answer.
You'd have to chalk this up to learning curve. We're still learning the software.
It's something, all right.
What are you going to do?
If YouTube was communicating with my streaming software, we wouldn't have these issues. Damn it.
Damn it, man.
Oh. But yeah, it's crazy that we are now in what? This is day 10, 9 or 10 of election day. And yet here we are.
Well, first of all, in my opinion, they need to just redo the whole damn thing. No mail-in bullshit. Show up, show your ID, and vote. Period. We all saw this coming. Even Trump saw this coming. He even called it to the time. Like, I don't want a bunch of votes coming in the back door at 4 a.m. That's exactly what happened in Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
We have video. We have whistleblowers. I mean, it is insane.
It wasn't even so much the night of. He called this as
months
soon
ago.
As they said, we want to do mail-in ballots because it's not safe.
He knew the fix was in.
Absolutely.
We all knew the fix was in.
Yeah. Do you want to see the fix? We can show you the tangible evidence of the fix. See, this is what happens when the media thinks that they get to call the election. Okay? This is what you see when you log in on Facebook.
Yep.
The reality, on the other hand, is quite different.
Wow.
See, Trump is actually ahead in the states that have been officially called. Officially called by officials, not the media.
Officially.
They are not the same.
Officially. Well, first of all, I find it hard to believe that New Mexico went blue. All right. I was expecting Illinois to go blue. Like Minnesota and Wisconsin, with all of the craziness that was going on there with the riots and stuff. Come on.
There's no way.
Who is going to vote for more insanity? It's insanity squared.
And another thing,
it's stupid.
When they said they were going to stop the count, which has not happened in the history of elections.
Yeah. Well, our guy's retired. We're going to start. Shut up.
Trump was ahead by like 500,000 votes in some of these states.
Yes. And they just pipelined all kinds of crazy ballots in the back door. I mean, this cannot be allowed to stand. It cannot be allowed to stand. This is going to go sideways for everyone if they don't fix this.
It's, well, just because of what the media is doing. Just because you have, this insanity where, they want you to believe that, Biden's already won. We're going to call it for him. If this actually does get flipped, the riots that we've been seeing for the past 5 months are going to look like a parade.
No. Let me talk on the subject here.
Go for it.
As a tactical thinker, okay, if it flips for Trump, yes, there will be riots. It will be crazy. Okay, but it will not be a long drawn out thing. It'll burn itself out in 30 to 90 days. If they steal this election, then the American people and half the country lose complete faith in our process. And this is going to kick off an insurrection that I don't even see an end to it. I really don't. Okay, and the right is not going to be a bunch of people rioting. You're going to have organized people with calm minds doing vile things. I don't want that to happen. I'm just saying. But, I know how those people think since I was trained to do that kind of thing. And that's what I'm envisioning.
It's like the calm maniac. They always say it's the quiet ones you got to watch. I never really subscribed to that. Because I was like, figure like George Carlin, while you're watching a quiet one, like a guy in a bar is sitting down on a stool by himself down at the end of the bar, he's not bothering anybody, and then somebody barges in with a machete and starts banging the living shit out of the counter. I'll kill the next motherfucker who comes in here. I'm probably gonna watch that guy.
Yeah,
just saying.
Well, I mean, all I could say is when you have half the country not believing in the process, you're never going to get a good outcome, ever.
No.
I'm sorry. In my personal opinion, they need to scrap the entire thing and start over.
Yeah, with in-person
Show an ID. Show that you're a walking, animated individual. You're not a zombie Jesus, or you're 120 years old.
So many people voted in this election.
I know.
Wow.
What the hell?
One here in Michigan was born in
1902.
1902, and I think there was one from the 1800s. Like, wow, you
I want
look
to meet
good
that
for
guy.
almost 200 years old, man.
He's probably one blood-drinking fool. Just gonna say.
My name is Vlad. Oh yeah, what do you like to do? I like to impale people.
It's a pastime. It's a passion of mine.
Passion of mine. Not to be confused with the Passion of the Christ, though.
Oh
my
Lord.
God, that movie is so violent.
I saw that movie. It gave me willies for weeks.
So many willies.
That was bad. And then we have lawsuits exploding.
Oh yeah, there's lawsuits out the butt.
I think if Trump was smart, he would do a lawsuit in virtually every state that he lost to contest this entire thing. Because I'm gonna be honest. I mean, this is not in a couple states. This is across the entire country.
Yeah, and we're not talking about. And this is where the media is really pissing me off. They are insisting, they will swear on a stack of Bibles that there is no voter fraud. There's no
hanky-panky going on.
There's no information to suggest that there's been any funny business or voter fraud whatsoever. Voter fraud is extremely rare. They take that quote, they're like, oh, it's extremely rare, and then they use that as a straw man to try to debunk everything.
It's like the false rape allegations.
Oh, yeah, that only happens in 2% of the time.
Yeah, right. No, never mind all the 30% that are unfounded.
Yeah.
They just don't get the title of false. They're just unfounded.
And if you guys missed that episode, well, we've actually talked about it a couple of times. If you want to know where that number, the 2%, came from, it was published in a book from the 1970s called Against Her Will. But even the source for the stat in that book, not cited.
Nope. Complete lie. Propaganda. Bullshit.
Just like the media. And speaking of which, we finally figured out how to do the desktop mirroring on here. So we wanted to show you guys.
Yeah, show them that one. That movie star.
No, we're gonna do because so many people So, the media especially. Oh, there's no proof of it whatsoever. Here is the actual chairperson of the Election Commission. And he has something to say. I'm going to switch my audio over here. You guys just got to give me one sec.
Am I off camera now?
You are off camera. What, are you going to go take a piss?
Yeah.
All right, Pop's going to go take a piss. We're going to play this video for you guys.
Trey Traynor is the chair of the Federal Election Commission, which oversees public funding in presidential elections. Trey, thanks so much for joining me here. I'll start with this. What is your reaction to what's happening in Pennsylvania? Do you believe, or do you know, are observers able to watch the ballots being counted, as Pam Bondi pushed back on?
Well, based upon what I know, observers have not been allowed into the polling locations in a meaningful way as required by the court order that the Trump campaign received. When they have been allowed in, the goalpost has been moved. They were supposed to be allowed within 6 feet of the ballots, and they have not been allowed that meaningful access. And our whole political system is based upon transparency to avoid the appearance of corruption. And that's what we do at the FEC every day. And now we're seeing this play out in Pennsylvania and other states where there's not transparency in this election.
Trey, as we move forward in modern times, everyone has a cell phone. There's video just about everywhere. You could see just about everything. And the video we just showed earlier appears to show someone filling out the ballot at the table. There's so many videos out there. And again, we have to confirm all of this stuff. But do you believe there is voter fraud out there, specifically in Pennsylvania and other states that are weighing heavily in on this election?
I do believe that there's voter fraud taking place in these places. Otherwise, they would allow the observers to go in. When you have claims of, 10,000 people who don't live in the state of Nevada having voted in Nevada, you have the video showing where people are, they're either duplicating a spoiled ballot right there, or they're in the process of just marking a ballot that came in blank. For a voter. That's a process that needs to be observed by election observers. State law allows those observers to be in there. And if they're not, then the law is not being followed, making this.
Well, that looked odd, didn't it?
Just a bit.
What I don't understand is everyone's got cameras. This cannot be allowed to stand. I'm sure there's a mountain of evidence.
The really funny part is Newsmax, which is now like the number 3 most downloaded news app in the world, and it's like 2 behind Parler overall ever since like this mass exodus from social media because of all the censorship that's been going on. The media claims there's no proof. Here you have the actual chairperson of the Election Commission saying, "Oh yeah, and there's no way to deny it."
He didn't. What were the words he used? He didn't use like fraud. He used illegitimate election. Boom. Illegitimate. I mean, they need to redo the whole thing. Too.
That's right in the beginning. He's like, "There's absolutely voter fraud." Boom. That's it. That's all you need to hear. I don't care about all these other so-called election officials. I saw pictures of your election officials, 2 poll watchers sitting at a table together with Biden masks on. Yeah, that's really
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bullshit.
It's just Russian bots, right?
Yeah. Russia.
Russia, where?
Get the hell out of here. That's such bull crap.
And that's the thing that really cracks me up. All the people now who are saying that, well, it's just sour grapes. Trump just can't admit that he lost. Blah, blah, blah. It's a legitimate election. In the face of all this fraud, have spent the last 4 years. Russia. And now they want to talk about unity after they spent the last 6 months burning, looting, and murdering all the major cities in the country.
Yeah, and you know what? I just can't believe that he had these monumental leads at 11 o'clock on November 3rd, and by 4 in the morning, he was losing by hundreds of thousands of votes. Bullshit.
We really should have done that one together. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, I to be honest, I was a nervous wreck for that entire thing. I wouldn't have been any good on that live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another apology. Pop was like, "Oh yeah, I'll do an election night stream," and then the day of, he's like, "I can't do it, bro."
Dude, I was freaking out. Listen, I had PTSD, and I was freaking out. And what are you gonna do? Hate me, love me, I don't care. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because we got a YouTube strike and we couldn't have broadcast it even if we wanted to. I had to figure out all the YouTube and Twitch crap, or not YouTube, Facebook and Twitch crap.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, all the people who are on Facebook watching, I can't monitor every string of comments. And
Sorry.
The Facebook comments in the going live is a cluster fornication, so it's just not happening.
No, that's all right. I mean, we can only do. There's only two of us, so you can only do what we can do.
You can only do what we can do.
It's totally cool.
But yeah, but there's just monumental amounts of proof across the board.
I am ashamed that this is happening here in America. I really am.
Yeah.
And if Trump really was doing a lot better than he's showing here, and they steal this election, then you have a very small minority running that's not going to work in a republic. It's just not going to work.
Yeah. It's
and
no really other way to say that.
And some of these counties that are red, and you have craziness going on in your big cities, just leave. See if you can take a vote and leave the state that you're in and join another one. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this whole thing because this is not going to go well.
No, it's definitely not. Even if it goes the way that it should go. Because you and I both believe, anybody actually watching election night and who's been keeping up on the news knows that Trump is the duly re-elected president of the United States.
Correct.
The media has now convinced the better part of the country that Biden has been elected, despite all of these states still in play. How do you think they're going to react if SCOTUS weighs in and says, well, this is an illegitimate election, we have to get rid of all these votes, congratulations on your re-election, President Trump?
It's gonna get bad, and I'm sorry. It is what it is. The media they're just pushing propaganda, and I called this like a couple of years ago. I mean, you have all of the media owned by 6 corporations. Are we shocked? That the weak-minded sheeple out there are getting led right to the slaughter? Are we shocked here?
No, I'm not shocked at all.
No.
I'm not shocked either that, during the first debate, Biden says, oh, yeah, I would never just declare victory until the election was independently certified. Yeah, well, obviously that didn't wind up happening.
And didn't he get up there and say he had the most extensive voter fraud thing in place in history?
He did.
What the hell?
We can't be surprised.
No, listen, when somebody looks you in the face and tells you they're crazy, you need to believe them.
Yeah. There's really no other way to put it. All men and women are created by the. Did you know that? The
thing. Yeah.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Get the hell out of here!
I pooped my I pooped my pants.
I don't know, man.
Jill, this is my wife, the husband of Joe Biden.
What? Wait, what? Well, has there been a sex change here? What?
You're really going to give that man the nuclear football? I'm just asking for a friend.
God. This is just terrible.
It's this is one of the more, and this is not an unprecedented thing. That's what a lot of people, I'm sure we have some younger viewers or people with just convenient memory loss. But this is not a unique thing. In the 2000 election, this exact same thing happened where the media called a winner. And then SCOTUS waited and said, you didn't say the magic word.
I know. It was the Bush-Gore election.
Yeah.
And Bush had his brother, the governor in Florida. I think there was some shenanigans going on there.
But it very well could have been.
But that's just one state.
But again,
this is across the country.
This is the same county. It all came down to the same county. It was the same county where the Parkland shooting took place. And we all know what kind of insanity happened afterwards there.
Oh, yeah.
No. All I do know is that after revisiting that and doing a little bit of research, everything that Michael Moore explained about the 2000 election in that Fahrenheit 9/11 documentary was a lie.
Yeah.
He explained it like, well, everybody was calling it for Gore, and then Fox News called it for Bush, and then everybody just changed their mind, and voila, President Bush. I'm sorry, what?
No,
That's not how this works.
That's not how it works. But the thing is
Fat bastard.
Well, first of all, there was only a very limited amount of lawsuits in the 2000s. We have a boatload, and if Trump was smart, he would do that across the entire country. Because this is widespread. This isn't onesie twosies here. This is the entire country doing this shit.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. It's bullshit.
Yes. And I know that you're in the same boat as me. Both of us have been just completely stressed out. Like, what direction is this going to go? Because at this point, because of the media, neither outcome
is good.
Is really good, at least not in the short term.
No. For the long term, it would be best if Trump won. It would be. Like if he gets a second term, he can actually fire a bunch of people in the bureaucracy that have caused a lot of these problems.
I really want that so bad.
He can take it to China to get our jobs back and try to fix the economy. I mean, Biden wants to shut us down.
Yeah, and that's really been the biggest source of the buyer's remorse that we're seeing from these Biden voters.
You said something that rhymed.
I did. Let me find. I'm going to bring it up here for you guys.
Buyer's resource. What exactly does that mean? No, what we have here.
Yeah, we got this giant, advertisement for Harry's razors. I'm sure they're wonderful. Buyer's remorse over Biden, mostly because the only thing that he didn't flip-flop on, which was mandatory mask mandate and 3-month lockdown.
Correct.
Right? That's the only thing that he actually had a quote-unquote position on.
Correct.
I didn't know that he wanted more lockdowns. I wish I would have voted for Jorgensen.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. If you're one of those people out there, congratulations. You're a sheeple idiot. Straight up.
If you thought 2 weeks, well, no, we're on what, month 7 or 8
7 and a half,
15 days to flatten the curve or
flatten
some
the curve.
If you thought that was rough on the economy, and we're not just talking about our country, I mean, tens of thousands of children have starved to death or been affected by the U.S. just shutting down totally for 2 weeks.
But it wasn't 2 weeks, it was 8 months.
Well, on total, it was 2 weeks. That by itself sent us into a freaking recession, which we're finally coming out of. I think unemployment's down like under 7% now.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
but if Beijing Biden gets in there.
Beijing Biden. Oh, my God.
Creepy
and another
Joe.
thing, like the laptop thing didn't get any play in the media. That alone
Shocker.
speaks volumes to the fraud and corruption that's going on there on the Democratic Party.
You know what? That actually brings up a good point, because I bet what's going to happen with that? If they successfully steal the election, and I'm not talking about Biden, I'm talking about the cabal of globalist shitheads who are pulling his strings. He's the Trojan horse.
Yes.
He gets in there, they're going to pull the 25th Amendment on him, and if for some reason they come up short on the votes, the laptop is going to magically reappear in the public consciousness. Then the media is actually going to cover it. Boom, he's out. Camel is in.
Yep.
Heels up Harris.
Heels up Harris. Listen, I don't see a good outcome in any of this. It's going to be bad.
And the evidence is all there. I mean, check this out here. We got Rudy Giuliani confirming, without a doubt, Dominion whistleblowers are coming forward. So not only do we have the chairman of the Election Commission, now we actually have people who work for the software that counts the election votes.
Correct. You're going to play it?
No, it's not a video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you have the people who actually built the software saying, yeah, things could have happened. Yeah, And you know what? I hope there's something to the watermarked ballot thing.
I really hope there is.
Because that's the smoking gun if that's actually true.
Well, what's it? CISA comes out and said, well, there wasn't really anything about that, about a secret thing. It's like, well, yeah, but how many different things have been called conspiracy theories in the past 10, 20 years that turned out to be absolutely true?
Because the DOJ is actually looking into voter fraud now.
Just a bit.
Didn't they have a guy quit over that or something?
About voter fraud?
No. One of the guys quit as soon as Barr came out and said he's going to look. The DOJ's looking into the voter fraud. I don't remember the guy's name, but
I don't know.
somebody resigned.
There's always somebody resigning.
I'm sorry. I think, if this gets to a real bad place, and a lot of people wind up losing their life over it, we'll be at the point where there needs to be some serious retribution.
Oh, without a doubt.
Calmer heads hopefully will prevail, and but as a betting man, I would not put my money on the table for this one.
Jail.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah. I mean, the Dominion stuff by itself raises a lot of eyebrows. I think it was one county, or was it the whole state of Michigan, where 6,000 votes flipped, and it was actually that by itself was enough to flip an election. Like a Republican dude actually had conceded, and then it turns out that he won.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. To be honest, my personal opinion, show an ID, fill out a ballot, have a piece of paper there, and then you can refer back to it. I mean, this whole electronic hocus pocus, send everyone a ballot.
Hocus pocus.
It's what it is. It's hocus pocus, riffraff baloney.
Yep. And it wasn't just the 6,000 votes. If Trump is correct, and here's the story here from the Gateway Pundit, 2.7 million Trump votes nationwide were deleted, and over 221,000 just in Pennsylvania, a state that he was leading by several points.
Yes.
Before they stopped counting and magically discovered hundreds of thousands of ballots in the middle of the night.
Here's the information I have on Pennsylvania. Let's see, 2.6 million signatures not verified on ballots.
Ooh.
682,000 votes were cast and not reviewed by both parties, which is required by law. No privacy envelopes. So, the ballot is supposed to be double enveloped. The one on the outside is a privacy envelope. So anyone who screwed up their ballot, the Democrats were contacted and offered a chance to revote, and the Republicans were not.
Shocker.
So that's two different. That's insane. 630,000 of these votes were late beyond the deadline, which is 8 o'clock November 3rd. Anything after that, so sorry, Charlie. Let's see. The state set a legal time limit of 8 p.m. on Election Day, but yet there's all kinds of stories of ballots being brought in after the fact and even backdated. Project Veritas actually has some of the stuff on tape.
Yep.
Okay, now the Pennsylvania House wants an audit. Okay, and it looks like there might be a possible of 3+ million votes on the chopping block just in Pennsylvania.
Just in Pennsylvania. But there's no proof. There's no proof at all. The voter fraud didn't happen, and it's so rare. Yeah, it is rare. That's why that pisses me off so much.
It's not rare. Not in this election. This is systemic.
No,
and that's
not
why
this
this thing needs to be thrown out. And
this election, they need to just do it over.
Yeah, just do it over. I
would go do it. I mean, I had to say it in that stupid serpentine line. I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
I'll do it again. No problem. But the thing is, like, these systemic issues are happening in blue states, blue cities. They're not happening
exclusively.
Yeah,
almost exclusively.
This isn't happening in Republican-run areas. Why is that? Because one party is following the rules and the laws, and the other one is not.
And wasn't there? It was like the AG of Pennsylvania flat out said, "Well, Trump is not going to be allowed to win this election."
Who the hell is he supposed to say that? What is wrong with that guy?
And of course, people are saying, you should probably resign after saying something that blatantly partisan and stupid. Oh no, I'm totally above board. Yeah,
get the hell.
You can't question my credibility. Yeah.
I don't know. The whole thing stinks. That's just in Pennsylvania. Now, I'm sure. There's even more craziness in Michigan, especially in Wayne County.
Where the people are bringing in coolers and red radio flyer wagons.
Yes,
full of stuff.
there are specific listen, the ballots are supposed to be contained in certain stuff, brought in a certain way, observed from members of both parties, and that didn't happen. I mean, they're literally throwing away envelopes. I bet you a lot of the same crap that happened in Pennsylvania is going down in Michigan. I haven't seen that lawsuit yet. If anyone has that out there, send it to me in PDF. I want it. Are you you pulling it up? All right.
I'm pulling up something here just because this was actually mentioned.
Oh, yeah. Kavanaugh with the 235 pages of affidavits.
No, this is Kayleigh McEnany. We were talking earlier about how the media, even Fox News, is screwing stuff up and showing their true colors. Yeah, she's in the middle of talking about how illegal voting has happened.
Uh-huh.
And Cavuto said, she can't substantiate that stuff, so in good conscience, I have to shut it off. And then literally less than 30 seconds later, she started substantiating every claim that she was making.
Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, people, wow.
Yeah. And she actually recently tweeted, and I'll see if I can throw this up here for you guys.
Do it.
Yeah, I don't know how well you guys can see it. This is everything that the Trump administration so far has that they're willing to admit publicly.
Okay.
234 pages of sworn affidavits under penalty of perjury alleging election irregularities from just one county in Michigan.
One county.
One county. Among these allegations, eyewitness saw a batch of ballots. 60% of them had the same signature.
Wow!
The eyewitness saw a ballot batch scanned 5 times. Eyewitness saw 50 ballots fed many times into a scanner. Eyewitnesses say January 1st, 1900 was recorded in a poll book as a date of birth for many not in the book so they could count the ballots.
Wow! That's the 120-year-old people.
There you go.
God bless those guys.
I know, man. Let me know what supplements you're taking so that you look this good. You're 120 years old.
They got to be
Does
farting.
your dick still work? I'm asking for a friend.
They got to be farting dust. I'm just saying. Farting dust and ejaculating dust.
Could you imagine being a 120-year-old dude and you're trying to stick your cock and beans into a 120-year-old chick? It'd be like trying to jam a freaking wet noodle into a styrofoam block.
Good luck with that. Better lube that up really good. I think that's dry to the bone in there.
Dry to the bone, no pun intended. There's more.
Oh, read on. Read
more.
on.
Eyewitness saw 35 ballots counted, even though they were not connected to a voter record. Eyewitness saw poll workers marking ballot with no mark for candidates. So they're just voting for people. Eyewitnesses saw ballots counted with no signature or postmark.
That's not weird.
Voters said that their deceased son was recorded as voting twice. Eyewitness saw provisional ballots placed in a tabulation box. Passengers dropped off more ballots than there were people in the car.
Nice, yeah.
Witness told ballots received after election were being predated and then counted. Failed software that caused error in Antrim County was also used in Wayne County. That's the Dominion
Nice.
software.
Yes.
GOP challengers were not readmitted. Democrats were. There's 2 more pages of this stuff. GOP challengers forced to stay away while the Democrats were not. I'm guessing this is like the 6 feet to 20 feet thing.
Well, first of all, a guy from each party is at a table. They take the ballot. They open it. Then they open the inner privacy one. They both take turns looking at it, and then they verify the signature. They go through the process, count the vote.
That's how it's supposed to work.
If that doesn't happen, you shouldn't count that vote.
No. I mean, if you were to hold up the piece of paper that you have, because this is a 6-foot table. If you were to hold that up, I can't see it. You're holding it up so that I can actually get the best possible vantage point on it.
But you got
I
thick
can
glasses.
read some of the stuff that's on it.
Yeah, but you got glasses.
Yeah, but even then, you're thinking about.
I can't read it.
If you are checking a ballot, you're not going to be holding it up so I can see it.
Those letters are small on those ballots.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be
saying.
down on a table. You're going to have your stash of cocaine on one side so you can stay awake,
do
and
you
50 cans of Red Bull.
How many mail-in ballots were sent to my house just for me? 6.
6. You didn't tell me this.
6. I took them all.
Holy crap.
And I wish I still had them. I actually carried them with me to the polls when I voted in person because I was fully expecting somebody to go, "Oh, you already voted."
Already voted.
And I'd be like, "What? This 6 ballots I did not request that were sent to my house?"
Yeah.
There were ballots that went there to the house I own in Berkeley, who went to the person that used to own the house
And you've been
before
in
I
that
bought
house
it in
for
2008.
Wow.
It's, I mean, and that is a, I'm just gonna say it. It's a white suburb.
White suburb.
And if that's going on there, and that's in Oakland County, that's not even in Wayne County, which is the black hole of corruption. I mean, I won't do business.
Which Trump was winning before they closed the damn count.
I go to Wayne County, maybe to go to the casino once in a while. I try to not spend not 1 red cent in Wayne County because I don't want to give them any of my money. They are so corrupt.
Just a bit. Yeah.
Oh, and don't even get me started on their friend of the court. I mean, the divorce court. I sat in for 2 weeks, I think 8 sessions all day, divorce court, Wayne County. It was an absolute shit show. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
So, I mean, that place is beyond corrupt.
Just a bit. I think they did a
listen,
poll after Kwame went to prison, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we would totally reelect him." I'm like,
they deserve
"Are you high?"
They deserve what they get. Okay, now, before the 1967 riots, Detroit
and brave peaceful protests.
Detroit was actually called the Paris of the West. Okay, by the end of 1968, after the second round of riots, I mean, they were leaving that county hand over fist.
Oh yeah,
and that actually set the stage for all of the counties around Wayne County to thrive. Like Oakland County was like one of the top 10 richest zip codes pretty much throughout the entire 90s.
Yeah. And it's still one of the most populous counties in the country.
Yeah, and that's all because Detroit shit the bed.
Just a bit.
I mean, I used to go to the roof of my house when I was in grade school on Devil's Night with a 2-liter of Coke. Me and my buddy Joey would sit up there and watch the city burn down, drinking Coca-Cola and eating pizza, laughing our balls off.
So it really is like the opening sequence of The Crow.
Yeah. And that was like I was in the 6th grade. My balls haven't even dropped yet. I was still laughing my balls off.
We were talking earlier. I come over here and Pop's like, "Man, I've been under so much stress, man. I've been shitting my balls off." I'm like, what would that actually feel like? You're like, you wipe and you get up and you're like, something feels a little light in the jockey shorts. You look down.
No, really. I mean, like the past 2 days, my ass has been a water cannon. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't lie to you guys. I'm not good at it.
I will apologize for that because in all likelihood, my great nephew, little plague bringer, he comes over to my house like 5 days a week. He shows up the other day, goes home, and he starts spewing from both ends. And then the next day, me, everybody in the house, same thing.
You're getting treated for the
like
coof?
throwing up 24 hours worth of food, and that's what happens with my wife and son. Though, like me,
I'm a shitter.
Yeah, I'm a shitter. Like my body holds on to it like it's trying to punish me for eating pizza.
I'm not a puker. I'm just a shitter. So if I, most of the time, if I get the flu, I might get a little rumbly in the tumbly.
Rumbly in the tumbly.
The next day, water cannon, drink water, or you're going down. You'll dehydrate.
I knew that it was going to be bad because I woke up the next morning after eating this pizza and everything, and then that's when we got the news, like, "Oh, the boy he's spewing all over the place." I'm like, "Oh, great." And I had this pain like right here in my solar plexus, and then over the course of the following 12 hours, it just slowly works its way down.
Boom.
By the time I went to bed that night, I was like, "Oh, man, I know it's going to be like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
I'm going to get up. I'm going to go into the bathroom.
Boom!
I'm going to have to declare it a level 5 biohazard. I'm going to have to fence it off like the fucking house in E.T. And I swore, damn it. All right, drink with me.
I'm out. I'm out of booze.
No!
Give me a booze.
Right,
give me a booze.
More booze. All right, Pop gets more booze.
All right. So I was married, and there were a few times when I was married, I'd walk to the bathroom, And I would basically tell my now ex-wife I'm using the toilet in the basement. Don't come down there. Because
It's a private moment.
it's not going to be pretty. There's going to be a depth charge going off, and I can't
Charge.
Yeah, boom!
I'm putting 2 torpedoes below the waterline, baby. I'm sorry.
Don't go down there. If you're smart, you won't go down there. Even my dog wouldn't go down there.
Somebody says, it was a man of Eck 1812, butt piss, description of 2020. That goes right up there with taint cheese.
gotta write
Taint cheese and butt piss.
Butt piss. That's funny.
All right, he's writing it down. That's officially a good joke.
Butt piss. Butt piss.
Butt piss. Oh, man. We kind of went off into the weeds, so I feel
yeah.
like we should do some super chats now. What do you think?
All right, hey, is there a video you can run real quick? Because I got to hit the pisser real quick.
You can hit the pisser. I will read the super chat.
All right.
All right. Pop, you have to excuse Poppy. He has a bladder the size of probably this cup. All right. Super chat. Can you hear me in there?
I can hear you.
You can hear me? All right. Just don't leave the door open. I don't want to see that shit. You bastard. All right. Let's go into the YouTube window here. We got some super chats. Thank you very much, everybody. Polska Bob, welcome back, good sir. $5 super chat. Tim Pool has Alex Jones on. 123,000 watching. Holy crap. It's good for him.
Alex Jones got a raw deal.
Yes, Alex Jones did get a raw deal. I agree completely.
Do I agree with everything that dude says? No.
Of course not. But did you agree with everything that it says? Of course not. Is it largely a persona? Probably. Nobody talks like this just for fun. Michael Pelletier, $5 super chat. Did you ever replace that bottle of honey bourbon that you were lamenting over with Donovan?
Not yet.
Not yet. That is a negative. Dynaside 13, welcome back, sir. $10 super chat. My feminist, narbi-polbagistic, anti-boomstick, anti-free speech mother told me people who choose to believe in Trumpism should be marked for or by it. Should I let that bridge burn?
Yes.
That's nasty.
Now, okay, before I got both of my Facebook accounts, pulled up from underneath me, I went through all of the friends and I unfriended all of the liberal crazy dirtbags. I just don't need that. I don't need that kind of idiocy. I don't need it in my life. I mean, life is hard enough, and it's just crazy. Anyone that could buy into this stupidity is insane. I don't need that. I don't need it.
I concur. It's just bad news bears. Bad news bears all
So
around.
actually, Facebook did me a fucking. Oh, sorry, I said that.
That's 2. We need 2.
Damn it!
Damn it!
They did me a solid by just deleting the entire account. Then if somebody sends me a friend request and I just never respond,
It is what it is.
I can say, "Well, I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
What a bummer."
Yeah. And just so everybody watching the YouTube stream knows, I'm only seeing super chats for one of the streams. I'm still not sure how we wound up with 2. But here we
Sweet.
are.
Well, whatever. What are you gonna?
Canadian $5 super chat from Dr. Fi. Welcome back, sir. What's up with that 6,000 votes in Michigan that got flipped with possibly more yet to be discovered? We already kind of
We talked about that with the software crazy McCraze.
I think that's just the tip of the iceberg, man. It's got to be.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
Yeah, it never ends there. This
No.
is gonna go balls deep.
I'm going to slam it home.
Balls
It's going
deep.
all the way.
The wrinkled grommet just might get attacked. This is gonna get ugly for everyone.
Although with the dirty whores in this government, it's probably going to be like a bowl of warm soup down there. You don't go balls deep. You go balls all the way.
You dip balls.
Dip balls.
You dip balls, and it's not balls deep. It doesn't stop there.
It feels like squatting into a warm bath.
Well, vegetable soup.
It might be refreshing, but you can't get off in that.
It's vegetable
Vegetable
stew.
stew. Beef stew.
Gah! That's even worse.
It is worse, yeah.
That's horrible.
Get your drinking straw.
Stop it!
It's coming out chocolate.
Oh my God! Can you stop? That gives me horrible mental images, man. I don't have all the filters you
It's the
have.
joy of my life watching him squirm.
I don't have all the filters in my thinking meat that you have. I'm at a disadvantage.
Hi, director Mr. Peabody. $5 super chat says, when I was 8 years old, a black man stole my bicycle and I haven't quite gotten over it.
You know what? I've actually had several bikes stolen, and yeah, I feel your pain on that one.
The pain.
Yep. And one of them I actually spent like 3 months garbage picking all the quality parts and building it. And then it got stolen.
It's hilarious.
It's not hilarious. It bothered me, man.
Of course it bothered you. I mean, I feel your pain.
Okay, all right.
But if you want sympathy,
look in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. I understand.
correct.
There you go. now you're learning.
I used to be such a nice guy, and then I met this guy.
Now you know stuff.
Now I know stuff. It pollutes my brain with facts and truth and logic, and now half my friends aren't my friends anymore. Because they're Democrats, and they're 75% more likely to kick you off social media or out of their lives.
Like, if I had Democrat friends that did listen to logic and reason, I would probably still talk to them. But, most of my family are just turbo liberal. And the only reason, well, I don't even talk to my sister anymore. My mother, I tolerate her because
she's your mom.
She's my mom.
You had one arrival terminal into this world, and
yep.
you'll never be able to really repay that debt.
But her liberal mindset has not done her any justice in this entire life. No. She is like, she lives in squalor. If it wasn't for me, she'd be living on the street, or dead, or perhaps both,
or on an 8 Mile.
Nah, that's horrible.
I had to. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I don't care. We're north of the Yo Mama line. I don't care.
North of the Yo Mama line. What do we got here? Daniel Cochran, $5 super chat. No comment. Hi, Director Mr. Peabody again, $2 super chat. The whole election is the new reality TV.
Yes, as shameful as it is to say that, you are correct, fine sir.
And it's just as toxic, poisonous, disgusting, vile, and it's definitely not reality.
Oh my God.
In fact, at some point, we are going to have some guests come on the live stream, either via Skype or what have you. They actually used to be contestants on the show, 90 Day Fiancé, and they want to give us the inside scoop about what it's actually like to be on reality TV, especially as a conservative, because those two were demonized by the producers of that show.
Oh, yeah? Are we going to get those on the show?
We're going to get them on the show.
I hope so. I want to do that. I wonder if they actually get the banger. Did they bang her?
I don't know. Did you get a bang? Later? Did you get a bang? Did you get a bang?
Did you bang? Did you bang? Did you get it?
Did you play just the tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels right before you slammed it home all the way to the balls?
Yeah, did you let her throat slam your ding-dong?
Throat slam and the ding-dong.
Hey, it's good to have skills.
A nice deep tissue tonsil massage.
All right. Dude, I'm such a pig. I'm cool with it, though.
DeWall, $5 super chat. I just got here and I have to ask, why is this one show on this channel running twice, both live? Man squash scratching the top of my head. We explained that earlier on. When I initially initiated the stream, for some reason, our main channel, it was not showing the preview. It was saying, like, no data, nothing. So I was like, oh, crap. So I copied the stream key, put everything into it, and then I hit live on everything, which broadcast to 4 different addresses. So apparently now we have 2 live streams going at the same time on YouTube, as well as Twitch and Facebook.
So what you're saying is you cross the streams.
I crossed the streams, but it was your fault because I didn't want to do Facebook.
I'm sorry, man.
You're going to reward them for they took your your account away.
We got a lot of people in watch on Facebook.
I know. That was actually our largest audience last week.
I don't want to punish people because they're being idiots.
Yeah, well, currently, across Twitch and YouTube, we have 992 viewers.
992. All right. Sweet nectar.
Not bad at all. We got a few more super chats here, and then I'm going to see if we're getting super chats from both YouTubes under the OBS here.
Okay.
Bilbo Saggins.
All right.
Outstanding screen name, $5 super chat. My dude, Popp, have you not seen Dr. Shiva's video? He found an algorithm happening in Michigan Republican cities that deleted and switched the votes.
I have not seen that.
I have not either.
Send me that link to redonkulas12@gmail.com. I would love to peruse that.
And just for the fans in the chat, post a link to it in there. Everybody deserves to know the info.
Boop.
J.S. Felder, 0417, $5 super chat. DOL from a 19th group guy.
19th group. I was 12th, which are reserves, and they got canceled, and then I went to 20th down the road. So I served in both of those groups. I like 12th better, but they have better flash.
Better flash.
Yeah.
Are we talking about baby snack sacks or?
No. The flash is what it's on your beret, and then you have your unit crest on there and stuff like that.
I like the other ones better.
It's all pageantry, but it is.
I know, but I was just saying I like the other ones better. I like the other kind of flashing better.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to turn that away.
Yeah.
Because I like boobies.
I like it to boobies.
I do. I like boobies. I'm a tit man. All you ladies out there, send me pictures of your tits.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, you should. No. Okay.
Don't do that.
Veterans Day was yesterday. If you didn't show a veteran your tits, you weren't really being thankful. Okay, so redonkulas12gmail.com. Send Pop some boobies. Not that I check the email or anything. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Dr. Fi is back as well with a $5 Canadian. Wait till they try to lower the voting age to 16.
What a shit show that'll be.
Don't give me that nightmare fuel, bro.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I really don't. I don't see this coming back until there's a big reset and a lot of people get messed up. Yep.
We are getting chats from both channels here. Let's take a look here. William C. from the other live stream that I currently don't have up on my screen. Sorry. $5 super chat. God bless the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Miller. Hero.
What did he do?
Mark Miller.
I don't know. Is he the
Should
one
we
that
look him
said? Well, I think he's the one that said the military will not partake in any of this bullshit.
Oh, let's look him up here.
Mark Miller?
Mark Miller. Is he in the news?
Did he get fired?
Let's check him out here.
No,
I'll have to look him up here.
We'll have to look him up.
Yeah, I'll look him up a little bit later.
That's fine.
All right. What do we got here? Polska Bob, $5 super chat again. Have a drink on me. Watched the bloopers vid earlier. Nearly peed myself.
I told you that, that we're going to be putting that out for people on Subscribe and Patreon.
Yep. We've been doing outtake videos because
we have 8 years of outtakes. 8 years.
Well, not only that, I mean, like, the longer we've been doing this show, the more comfortable we get talking to each other and telling each other shit. Yeah. We put out like a 25-minute Friday video, right? Mm-hmm. And that's cut down from usually about 2 to 3 hours of footage.
Yes.
Half of which is you and me just bullshitting and saying whatever comes to our minds, often horribly disgusting and inappropriate.
Thus, it's coming to you on a private link.
Half of the stories that I've heard, oh, man.
Listen, I was not a nice guy, man. What do you want from me?
I'm not judging.
It's fine. I don't care if you're judging.
Allegedly.
I don't care if you're
I did a lot of bad stuff in my prime, allegedly.
In your dick thinking years?
Yeah. If you guys didn't watch the dating confessions video from our fans, yeah, 2 of those were ours. Let's see if you can pick out which ones.
Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no.
I mean,
I forgot about that.
We had so many guesses as to which one was yours. Not one of them was right.
I don't even remember which one. Don't say it. I don't want to.
No.
Don't remind me.
The one that
it slipped out of my thinking meat. Don't put it back.
Well, no,
I'm good.
I'm not going to say the real one.
All right.
The one that was most commonly attributed to you, the one that I saw like through the board that had like the most upvotes in the comments was the dude who told his wife that he was going on leave or that he was being deployed for like a weekend so that he could go hunting. They were like, "Oh, it's got to be Pop."
He went to drill. Yeah. Oh, honey, I'm going on drill that weekend. And in reality, like 30 guys went up to a cabin and went deer hunting, which is beautiful.
It is
because we all covered for him.
It's glorious. Speaking of glorious, P. Pockers, $5 super chat. Trump is still my president. Boom.
Like I said, the only reason I'm voting, I like Trump is he's the only president in the past 50 years that was going against China.
True.
That's it. I mean, that's the only thing we need to get our jobs and industry back from China. Period.
It's not that much to ask when you really think about it.
Yeah. I don't care if he grabs women by the pussy. I don't care if he's got prostitutes.
They let him. Don't forget.
Around the block, sucking his dick through a hole in the screen door. 24/7, 365. I don't care.
It's a true story. I don't care. The Democrats didn't care when Slick Willie was getting his, hit an intern's throat slamming his ding dong in the White House.
She got a raw deal though.
She did get a raw.
Her life has been ruined after that.
A little bit, yeah.
From if I ever wind up running the show, I'm going to make her like an ambassador to a country so she gets a good retirement because she got screwed over hard.
Yeah, from the grapefruit apologist Hillary Clinton. You know, such a champion of women, unless they're accusing her husband of
Wrongdoing.
I'm
surprised she didn't fall on a bullet 3 times.
Oh, you mean like all the people that had dirt on her that got suicided?
Suicided from bullets being shot in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Come on! Twice! Get out of here!
He killed himself by shooting himself 3 times in the back of the head. Who knew?
That's talent.
What are you going to do?
That's some serious talent right there.
That really is. All right, we're getting like super chats galore right now. Travis Storms, $20 super chat. No comment. Thank you very much, sir.
Sweet.
J.S. Felder's back again, $5 super chat. Yo, Popp, Jericho Files are great. I'm currently on the 2nd book and enjoying it.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you like that. And
how close are you to finishing the 3rd one?
I'm like 70% done. I've been having a motivation problem. I need to just get over it.
Well, and just so you guys know, by popular demand, we are going to have audio books of the Jericho Files out for Christmas this year. I will be narrating it myself, and Popp will be voicing the main character.
Yeah, and some of the people I know that read the books originally, they just called it gore porn. I'm serious. The fight scenes he's like, God, it's brutal.
Like Hostel.
No, he just no
Gore
mercy,
porn.
kills these dudes. And then I go through the whole process of reconnaissance, rehearsal, executing the mission, and then getting rid of the evidence and getting out of the area without getting caught.
It's good times right there.
And even tell people how to make explosives. There's going to be a lot more better stuff in the future. Sniper ops,
little soap and a pinch of dynamite.
The sniper ops, the whole deal.
It's good times. Polska Bob back again, $5 super chat. Outtakes are hilarious. I'll plug it for you guys. Sign up for Patreon, you meat sacks.
Sweet!
Nomad donated directly through Streamlabs, which means YouTube does not get a cut. Thank you.
No money for you.
No money for you. Come back 1 year. $100. Holy damn.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you very much. Popp, shouldn't heads roll for this? Isn't this straight up treason?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. If I was running the show, there would be people being charged with sedition and treason, and the death penalty would be on the table.
Neck stretched.
Neck stretching.
Just like your chiropractor, only probably
Little,
not quite like your chiropractor.
Just a pinch more violent.
Just a pinch.
Yeah.
My chiropractor's awesome. The first time he laid me down on that little table, because he's gonna, mess with my atlas vertebrae. He's like, "This is gonna seem very anticlimactic." $50, please.
Short stop.
Cool.
Short drop. Sudden stop.
Absolutely. Travis Story, I already did that one. I had to go back a little bit because this thing keeps recycling. I'm like, damn it,
man.
Hi, director, Mr. Peabody, $2 super chat. Electile dysfunction.
Oh, I'm gonna write that down.
Write it down.
Yeah, electile dysfunction.
Troy the Man, $2 super chat. I'm making either mead or rice wine next month. Ooh, are you volunteering to send some to us?
Well, mead.
Because I'm all for that.
Mead takes like 6 months to get ready. Minimum.
Rice wine is sake.
Yeah,
basically.
sake.
I'm all for that.
You can make rice wine in like 45 days or less, but mead is minimum 6 months, and even then it's not good.
Oh, you don't like mead?
No, I like mead.
Oh, okay.
But it's got to sit around for like a year. It takes a long time for that stuff to
fermentation process.
Got a lot of stuff going on in there.
360-degree neck treatment. I love our fans on this show. It's going great. Oh, somebody said 500 miles of Mr. Right. Winning. You got to do a gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea! No. No. Yeah. Riggs! He's lucky he got gonorrhea.
He's lucky he got gonorrhea? What's there lucky about that?
Because he caught syphilis.
We missed one thing here from Nomad. He said, also, did you see Pompeo's answer to the transition to a Biden administration?
I did.
That was genius.
That was actually quite well. Well played, sir. Well played.
Yes. DeWall, $10 super chat. I find it interesting the way Pelosi, after spending so much time advocating for mail-in ballots, came out and said, don't do mail-in ballots right after Ginsburg died. They lost their contingency plan.
Yes,
I didn't even think about that.
You're right.
That is a beautiful point, DeWall. Thank you for that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
Hi, Director Mr. Peabody again, $5 super chat. Babylonian wizards in the government, look up that word in Latin. Okay, are summoning the evil female spirit to usher in Satan for the gaping.
Gaping. Did you talk to my ex-wife? Allegedly.
No, screw your ex-wife. Did you talk to our governor?
Wow.
Definitely. Stretching Gretchen.
Yeah. No, there's some craziness that goes on with that woman in her past, and some people have come forward and were more than generous with their stories.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, channel 1-800-DUMB is back. $5 New Zealand. There is something switched the votes from Trump to Biden. It's getting bigger. That's what she said.
I don't know, man. I don't know. In my opinion, there's just so much impropriety going on that just should scrap the whole thing and do it over.
I agree.
That's the only way you're going to actually have any chance of getting any kind of confidence back.
No matter, even then, no matter who wins, someone's going to lose, and there's going to be people pissed off.
Yeah, I know. But that's probably the best way to have the least amount of pissed off people, is redo the whole thing.
You try to reduce the amount of pissed as much as you can.
Yep.
That's good times. Captain Falcon, $4.99 super chat. Pop, not sure if you ever said, but what made you start your military career?
Because there is jump out of planes, ride helicopters. The only downside is once in a while people try to kill you. But, once you get over that, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, and the really screwed up part is that you made it through all that, and then you came home and got divorced.
I got divorced. But, here's another thing, too. The reason I did it is the Army was better with me in it. I mean, I'm a natural leader. You can't learn that in school. I can't tell you how many West Pointers I had that, the government spent millions of dollars training to be a leader. And I'm like, guess what, sir? Yeah. Well, they failed. They were terrible. I mean, of all the West Pointers I've ever run across, and we're talking somewhere in the high 30s, 2 of them were good. The rest of them were mediocre or just incompetent at best.
Well, they go there. It's like anything else. Like you got these chicks. It's like, well, I want the Gucci bag. I want the Coach purse. I want these shoes. They go there for the name.
Yeah.
I'm a West Point cadet. Oh, how nice for you. Yeah. Did you wipe your own ass?
I remember the story about the one guy who I kicked sand in his face and during the end of selection. He was from West Point.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I have
all right, long story.
Almost 8 years worth of stories. That
Here's the story.
Me.
Here's the story. They sent I believe he was a first lieutenant or maybe a young captain to my high school to interview 2 people who wanted to go to West Point. Now, I saw him in the hallway. I talked to him, asked him to review my records. At the end of the day, I'm walking out the front of the school. I think I was like in 11th grade. And I asked him if he reviewed my record, and he just said, yeah, you're not even Army material. And I wasn't really heartbroken about it because I really wasn't planning at that time of going in the military. And years later, I'm going through selection. We're on the 28-mile road march. It's the last event. You make it in 8 hours or less, and, you have a shot at getting selected. And I'm walking down there. I'm like, I know I'm somewhere inside of 4 miles. I know I'm almost there. And lo and behold, I'm sitting on the side of the road. He's now a major, and he had 2 other lieutenants with him. And I remember I stop, I look at him, and I'm like, hey, you remember me, sir? He's like, what? No? I go, yeah, remember that kid in front of Berkeley High School that you said wasn't Army material? And I kicked this bunch of sand in his face. And I'm like, well, I'm going to walk down this road and get a chance to earn my Green Beret. You're going to stay here like a fucking quitter. I said,
That's 3. That's 3.
And the 2 lieutenants that were by him were like, they got all upset. I remember, I'm like, you better shut the F up or I'm going to split both your skulls open with my rubber ducky. Which well, that's what we called them. It's a plastic M16. They don't give you a real one. It's heavy enough to be annoying, but it's an excellent club. And I walked down the road, made it in time, and then like a half hour later, they were complaining to the TAC, and he called me over and goes, "Hey, Al Pop, did you tell this guy to F off and kick dirt in his face?" I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." "Oh, you heard it. He said no. Get out of here, you failures." I never saw that guy again. But that was satisfying.
That sounds very satisfying.
Yeah.
I like it. Will with a $100
Damn
super
it!
chat.
All right. What's he say?
Damn it. Keep up the great work, you glorious mother fornicators.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I've got that one already. Oh, Ryan Link in Gaming has super chatted $10 Canadian. Been going through a sexual allegation case for the past year. Take a shot for me, Pop. Ooh.
That's a tough one, especially in Canada.
You mean Canuckistan? With Justin Trudeau as your prime minister. I can't believe you actually reelected that douchebag.
The love child of Castro.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Oh, he doesn't look anything like him. No, nothing at all.
No.
It's a strange coincidence. Fail. Smooth Criminal, welcome back, sir. $5 super chat. According to Axios, they said DOJ called it the most secure election results. I call bull.
Get out of here.
So do I.
The DOJ's doing a fraud investigation.
Wasn't the DOJ the people who completely dropped the ball with the whole 4 years of Russia?
Yeah, and they, Hillary didn't do anything worth being prosecuted.
Our intelligence apparatus is broken.
It is. It doesn't serve us. It's just used against us. That's all it does.
Fail. Mbudo donated $5. You say it will divide the country. I say let the healing begin. It's not going to begin with the left. Sorry. That's just not how it's going to happen.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't see it happening.
They're already... I'm not sure if you guys know this because the media hasn't been covering it. Of course. Shocker. You want to smell it? The night that they were doing their big Biden, celebrations in the street, which are totally COVID-proof, by the way, guess who showed up and started roughing people up and starting fires? The same people who've been rioting for the past 6 months.
BLM and Antifa?
Little bit.
Oh, yeah. Shocker.
Oh, yeah. Electing Biden was totally going to placate those a-holes.
No. Sorry.
Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm going through here. I'm trying to find some stuff. Oh, Tracy Wilborn, $10 super chat. Why do you find it hard to believe that New Mexico went blue? Our IG, idiot governor, is giving Uncle Joe's Peg D a Hummer. She managed to kill half of all businesses here. What a slot C. Ooh, so you got a Michigan thing going on.
Yeah, our governor's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Listen.
Well, she was hoping to be VP with next to no political experience and 2 years of the absolute worst gubernatorial streak in the history of Michigan. And that's coming off of a dude who poisoned a whole city full of people with his decisions.
Okay, hang on. First of all, he did not intentionally poison that city. He was trying to lower their water bill.
I understand that he was trying to lower the water bill. Yeah. But somebody warned him.
I don't know. I don't know the inside. I don't know the
You
deal.
don't make that kind of a decision without somebody from the environmental committee showing up and shoving a periscope 5 feet up your ass and saying, before you pull the trigger on this
could happen.
You might want to know that people are going to get lead poisoning, and not in the same way that somebody like Epstein or anybody else who was during the Clintons is going to get
involuntary lead poisoning.
Just saying. Thomas Martin, $20 super chat. Hold the line. Never surrender. Long live the Republic.
Amen to that.
John HDN, not sure what that's all about. $5 donation. I told you Streamlabs was awesome.
Thank you.
Tim Pool is interviewing Alex Jones, but I would rather watch you guys first. Oh, isn't that
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Our voices aren't quite as gruff and rumbly, but, we'll try.
Is Tim Pool?
Tim Pool's got Alex Jones on, yeah.
I like Tim Pool. He's a little liberal for me, but, he at least he's honest.
He's honest.
He tells you in the beginning, hey, I'm skewing this because I'm this way.
Well, he admits that he has a bias.
I'm cool with that.
The only thing that I'm not completely on board with Tim Pool about is that there are some times when there is a clear-cut case to be made for something, and he'll still kind of waffle back and forth like he's afraid of committing to something. I'm like, dude, just tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I guess I can see that.
I'm going all Crowder here because I'm like, what?
Crowder.
I know that's the one thing about him that you don't like is that he gets out of a high.
Well, I don't agree with everything he says.
Well, no,
I don't
you're
agree
never going to agree with anything everyone says. You and I disagree.
When he cracks his voice, though, oh my God, it just rubs me the wrong way.
When your voice cracks, I make sure that it goes in an episode.
Yeah. Edit
'cause I'm an
that,
a-hole.
edit that out.
Some people actually want that brought back. Do you like edit that out? Do you want that brought back? Let me know in the comments.
Okay.
Nick C, $20 super chat. For a Sergeant Top Pop, get you some tequila for the menagerie. Epsilon or Milagro, I recommend. Milagro is, I believe that's Latin, Spanish, Portuguese, whatever, for miracle.
Ooh.
So it better be. If it's a miracle
better be
tequila,
good.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Tequila is my thing.
I like tequila. I like anything. I drink whatever. I don't give a shit.
If I go out and somebody's, offering to buy me booze, have a margarita. Yeah, why not? Donovan now, like every time I go out to eat with him, I order a margarita. That's the Blake we know and love.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm going to be shooting more stuff for Donovan Sharp in January or February. So
Outstanding.
Stay tuned for that. Sardonic Poet, $6.99 Canadian. Once you define freedom, you are imprisoned by the definition. That's fascinating, actually. I really don't think there's that many definitions for freedom, though.
I don't know if I agree with that.
It's an interesting point.
So,
I'm not sure that I agree with it.
If you
100%.
follow that logic, then anything you define, you're a prisoner of. That doesn't seem right.
No, the only thing that you're really a prisoner of is other people's expectations if you care.
Well, I do talk about that in my book. When you care what other people think of you, you're always their slave.
Jay Smartass.
All right.
I like it.
Ah.
$5 super chat without a comment. Thank you, sir. Simpleton Apollo, $2 super chat, says, the media makes it feel like 1984 in here.
Yes.
Yeah, and Google constantly adjusting their search algorithm. If you want to have a lot of fun, I mean, not a lot of fun because I'm a research dork and I have to do this every week for episodes anyway. Type a search parameter into Google and then type the exact same search parameter into a search engine like Bing or DuckDuckGo.
Or Brave browser.
Brave browser. Well, same sort of thing. You can set the same search engines for either one. Just let the shenanigans ensue.
Yeah.
It's quite hilarious.
We can actually do a whole show on that if you want to.
Well, we've done so many episodes now where we'll constantly refer back to the same sort of deal. Like say, women being 2.5 times more likely to delete their own children.
Yeah.
And I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know that I've seen the stat before.
You can't find it.
If I try to Google it, I won't be able to find it. But if I go to DuckDuckGo, Bing, or some other search engine, I'll find it there easily.
Uh-huh. That's so weird. And you know what? I used to be a big fan of Google back in the day. They're total communists now.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's really bad.
It is. It's bad.
I mean, they accused us of spamming and scamming our fans. And it just happened to be the week of the election, just after our previous stream advertised that we were going to be releasing a video about the top 10 Trump nothing burgers. Say that 3 times fast.
Top 10 Trump nothing burgers.
Top 10 Trump nothing burgers. Top 10 Trump.
I can't say it 3 times.
I can't do it. Patriot of the West, Australian $5 super chat. From Australia with love, I'm concerned about the next 4 years.
So am I.
Would love to correspond via email privately. Redonkulas12gmail.com.
Send it.
Naska25, $10 super chat. Sending some love, Pop. Have a beer on me.
I will, thank you.
You're not going to like this one, or maybe you will. Soylent Green, $10 super chat. Get him, Hog Slayer.
Hey, man.
It's a good burn.
It is what it is. Not a burn. What are you going to do? I mean,
it is a fact.
I didn't have
you like
time.
your roomy women.
Yeah.
Troy the Man, $2 super chat. My Facebook was purged too. It's like a mark of honor now. No, like if you get banned on YouTube or Facebook, you're like, yes, I must be telling the truth. I must be doing something right.
All I did was just share on my page the stuff about the election. And then all of a sudden, after the live stream, my second page, gone.
Nice. And we had one super chat. Actually, it wasn't even a super chat. It was a donation through the Streamlabs. $100 from Nomad443. I never get to catch you guys live, so here's a bottle on me. Much love, you crazy diamonds.
Sweet nectar. Thank you.
Not sure what diamonds means, but I like it. Jimmy Bones is back. $20 super chat. Search Ornpay Ubhay for interracial couple fornicates entire country, and you'll find Creepy Joe and Come Swallow Us campaign commercials.
Nice.
I hope that's true. Somebody please go search for that.
Oh, wow, that's hilarious.
Polska Bob donated $10. I think close to a bottle of booze for you guys. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Polish Bob. Chunky 84-1. She might be your type. If that's a dude, if that's a chick, Chunky 84. Hog Slayer.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
Hey.
$5 super chat. Hey, Pop, I got A10 glasses. I got the A10 glasses. Would you use the Eno hammock? Would you use an Eno hammock to relax?
There's a couple of hammocks I've been looking at, and that's one of them. So, I mean, as long as it will hold your weight, why not?
Yeah, why not?
I like a good hammock. We used to do,
any place where you can rest.
Well, no, in South America, you can't lay on the ground. You lay on the ground, you're going to get tore up. You need to sleep in a hammock. If you don't have a hammock, you're a hurt
camel
unit.
spiders and crazy insects and
snakes. Oh, no, there's no
shit.
camel spiders. There's just all kinds of army ants and
well, you've
vampire
been to countries with camel
bats.
spiders. That story still makes
That's
skin
desert
crawl.
stuff. But I'm just saying, if you don't have a hammock in the jungle, you're going to be standing up for a long time.
just like those dudes in the Japanese subway, like leaning up against people, just nodding off on the way to work.
Oh no, but you can't lay down. You need to sleep in a hammock.
Oh, I know. I'm not laying down. I'm saying the dudes on the Japanese subway.
Oh yeah.
So, these dudes fall asleep standing up against each other going
yes.
to work.
Yeah.
Dr. Fi, $10 or $5 Canadian. Sorry. What's up with the National Guard? Up here we have Reg Force and Res, but you guys seem to also have the National Guard. Are they like reservists?
No. Okay. Here in America, you have regular Army, and then you have regular Marines, Navy, Air Force, and then every branch has a reserve, portion. Like there's Army Reserve, Marine Reserve, Air Force Reserve. And then each state maintains a National Guard force that's, under direct control from the governor, and they're at the beck and call of that governor in the state. And, because they are linked into the federal, pay and benefits and so forth, the president can actually activate the state's guard and use it federally. And we call it Title 32 and Title 10 and Title 32.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Gotcha. Miru Eller has super chatted $5. I live in New York, and my friend is basically a commie. Even he hates the governor. We're one of his grandparents in the resting homes that Cuomo infiltrated with COVID patients.
I was in New York State from 2013 to 2018, 5.5 years, and I absolutely could not stand that state. I couldn't stand it. The gun laws, it's just crazy. And the weird thing is almost all of New York State is red, except for New York City, which runs everything. It's insane. It should not be allowed to be that way.
No. I'm just going to bring up this comment because it popped up on the screen, and I was like, what the hell? On Twitch, a dude says, I like a little padding on a woman. I had a Russian girl with the body of a gymnast ride me very hard. My pelvic area was bruised. I like a little padding on a woman.
I've had the bruised pelvis thing, too. What?
Yeah, me too.
What are you going to do? And the bones are
the chick's hips were turned in really weird.
Yeah, and then you're hurt for days afterwards.
That's true.
You got to put some salve on that or something.
This one is a really interesting super chat because I noticed this yesterday. If anybody was trying to get onto YouTube yesterday at around 7 o'clock.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. Nothing would work.
Yes.
Lord Time Lord, $5 super chat. The YouTube outage was them flushing all of the trending videos covering election fraud. That's why after the outage, it was showing old videos.
Ooh.
You know what? I would not put it past him.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
10 times out of 10, that they would definitely do that.
I would say so.
Wow.
Say so.
Reaper01, $5 super chat. It just got dark in here.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Funny thing is, I was going to join the National Guard late last year, but there was a screaming voice in my head saying, no!
Yeah. I don't know.
Pro George. I don't know what kind of a pro you are. Yeah, I'm just asking for a friend. I don't want to know. I hate how this world has become a place where you cannot disagree with the narrative.
I know, that's insane.
But only if it's the leftist narrative.
Correct.
All narratives from the right, they're conspiracy theories, right?
Or they're just, wrong think and punishment bad.
Bad. Jackson Thornton, $5 super chat. Absolutely love your content. Pop, thanks for your service, my dude. Your What is MGTOW video opened my eyes to the world and its hidden truth.
Well, thank you very much.
And it burned into your brain forever the photoshopped image of this mother fornicator in a wedding dress.
I was very mad about that for about 3 minutes.
I didn't know until much later when we did the ride and roast when you told me that, the reason why I got mad is because I'm like, oh yeah, guys, come on over here, watch my new video.
Yeah.
And then it comes up on the screen, you're like, mother fornicator.
I had all the NCOs in my company watch it, and they're all like, I was mad for like three minutes, and I was just like, it's a good burn, man. Good burn. I don't get mad at a good burn.
I wasn't trying to burn you. I just thought it was hilarious.
I don't get mad at a good burn, bro. It's a good burn.
It wasn't meant as a burn. Like I was literally just looking at the content and I'm thinking, okay, what can I use to actually really bump up this joke?
Yeah, it was good.
And it fell right in my lap.
Well, I'm going to be honest. You can tell a lot about a man if he's willing to laugh at himself, even at very uncomfortable situations.
Yeah. If you can't laugh at yourself,
no, I've had
don't laugh at anybody else.
I've had buck sergeants. They just get promoted to sergeant, just throw off some of the most vicious burns on me, and I'm just like, oh, you're lucky you're a sergeant now, or I'd smoke your bags.
We got a dude on Twitch who's reposting a comment here, so I'll let you field it. Would a death certificate be a valid form of ID in Michigan? I'm just asking for a friend.
Well, the way it's going, I would have to say yes.
Apparently so. That's
yeah.
hilarious. Oh, man. Miru Eller again, $10 super chat. How are the recounts going so far, and which states are doing it? So it's Arizona.
There's
Arizona still, I think.
Pennsylvania, Georgia, Wisconsin, Michigan.
Yeah.
There's supposedly 5 or 6 other ones. I think Arizona's still in play.
Yeah, I think Arizona, Pennsylvania,
and I think
Georgia,
North
too.
Carolina, and Georgia.
North Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, and in all honesty, it needs to be done across the entire nation.
Yeah.
This is insane.
This
is like unprecedented.
35 to 37 states have that same Dominion voting software.
Yes.
That flipped a bunch of votes in Michigan. So it's got to all be looked into. Yeah. Every single one.
Yeah. The only way you're going to get around this is either do it over or I would just say do it over. The mail-in thing ruined it. Yeah. That's
no more
insane.
mail-in votes,
That's
please
insane.
and thank you. No other civilized country on the planet, with the exception of, I think, Britain, when I think at this point, because of the London mayor and a bunch of crap that goes on in that country, I don't really think they qualify as civilized anymore. None of them use that crap because it's so susceptible to fraud.
I know. This is insane.
Average Estonian, $5 euros, or €5 rather. Keep up the good fight, Pop. You are God among man.
Sweet. I just tell the truth, man. I just tell the truth.
Dan G, $5 super chat. Rudy's live conference was in front of the crematorium where tens of thousands of ballots were burned in Pennsylvania. Deals are being made now. People will hang.
I hope so. First of all, if they're doing a recount and they can't find the ballot, then that vote should be pulled out. Serious.
Just like a lot of people who mothered and fathered Democrats.
Should have pulled out.
Should have pulled out.
Just saying. Pull it out and pop it in her mouth.
Busted on her trunk, and I'm not talking about her car.
I like that.
Channel 1-800-DUMB back again with $5 New Zealand. You and Blake have saved more lives from this thing of ours than anything on deployment.
Well, I'm somewhere between 200 and 300 comments and emails for guys who said I kept them from killing themselves. That's like a battalion of dudes. That's a battalion of dudes.
That's awesome. It really does make it worth it to me to do all this. I know that this is exactly why you started doing this. It wasn't for money or for fame or anything. It was
because like when I was going through my divorce, I got on YouTube and I got on Google and I looked for stuff, and there's no content for guys going through divorce. I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Okay. And I started doing it, and I'm busting out their tricks and telling jokes. So these people could say, you know what? This sucks now, and I'm going to ride the storm out, but sooner or later, I'm going to get shit out the back end, and it's all strawberry ice cream from there.
Get your drinking straw.
Ah! Horrible. Neapolitan.
That's all I have to say to you.
That's horrible.
Gert Froby's back, $5 super chat. The Dems will complain no matter what. It's
Yeah.
all they know how to do.
That's why we need to do it over.
Yep.
Do it over.
And at this point, I just have to say, if you don't want an election audit, if you don't want to find out exactly what the hell is happening and why, it's because you know something is screwed up and you just don't want it to affect your guy.
Correct. And you don't want to get caught.
Exactly.
Because, you know,
if you're
when
so
the
sure
DOJ,
your guy won, then you should be totally cool with hand recounts.
The DOJ is going to do what they always do. They're going to show up, they're going to start charging people, and then they're going to offer them deals.
Yep.
And then, you know, a lot of people don't
You
want to
roll
go
on
to
this person.
Like, you want to go to prison for 2 years? You better have some information. And then you can, me, la, 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 la. They're going to start pointing at people,
Yep.
and it's going to be
They're
great.
going to roll on each other so fast, it's going to look like a freaking covered wagon backing down a hill, and all the barrels of beer are just going to be falling out, tumbling down.
Yep. It'll be Brimelows at a, it'll be the Brimelows at a Girl Scout cookie picnic.
This is funny. Hi, Director Mr. Peabody's back with $2 super chat. Trump has never had a beard. Is he a woman?
No. I hope not. Because
His
I don't
reputation
think I could
precedes him,
deal
I'm
with
just saying.
another member of the presidential family being the wrong sex and lying to us about it.
Yeah. Kuro Ninja. 00 donated $5. Hey, Pop, 26-year-old red pill veteran here. Going to do some recon in Colombia for those beautiful banana gobblers. I need a spotter.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
I
what?
had such a good
I
time
have
with
to take a piss. Please tell me some of your South American women stories.
it. Okay. Well, first of all, South America. For those of you out there who don't really know about South America, after, or actually prior to World War II and shortly thereafter, there was a huge amount of people from Europe and Germany who immigrated down to South America, and they did what they do. They had babies, what have you, and some of the finest women you could ever see on the planet come from South America. I mean, I think, is it Brazil has more Mrs. Universes than any other country in the planet, with a close second for Argentina. And like, you go down there in some of those countries, there's blondes, redheads, you can't even see any, Indian descent in them at all, even though I do like that. But South America. Like, here's another. All right. For those of soldiers out there who served in Panama or went to, jungle warfare school down in Panama, there's across the bay, there's a city called Cologne, which is pretty much has always been off limits for a reason. And that reason would be on virtually every corner in the middle of that city is a titty bar or a brothel or something that blurs the line between a bar, titty bar, brothel. And it was literally after the guys had a 3-day pass, there was a line of people 100 yards long of soldiers getting treated for feeding. All from Cologne. They were messing around with the ladies of the evening. Now, if you were smart.
Was Riggs in that line?
No, he wasn't in the unit when that happened.
Oh.
No. But if you were smart, or you came from one of the high-speed units, when you deployed downrange, you went with your own antibiotics. So you just went and did your thing and just started treating yourself right off the bat.
That's a lot of VD.
That's a lot of and let me tell you, those guys got a harsh talking to. But the commander can't give all of them an Article 15. There's like 70 people in that line. You can't give 70 people an Article 15. You will destroy your unit.
It's a true story.
I mean, so the company commander's like, all right, you nasty hogs. You sick bastards.
Riggs.
They're all taking pills. They got the shot in the ass, the harsh talking too. And then, and for like a few days afterwards, they wouldn't even make eye contact with you.
And here's the real question. How many of those dudes got VD from banging the same chicks?
Probably a lot. No. Listen. When some of those women were so crazy hot that I'm sure like, oh yeah, I'm going to go after Stan. And then Mark's going to go after me. Yeah, this could be great. Yeah, what could go wrong?
I'll use his spunk as lube.
They're all Eskimo brothers after that.
Break out your drinking straw.
Oh, and not only that, but the fist fights. Dude, that's just like, it's like you have one unit. Well, you have one unit go down there and another unit, and before you know it.
Don't say go down there.
Or the Marines. We always fought the Marines. We always fought them. We always had a fist fight the Marines. And it was nothing personal. They're just another branch. We had to fight them. It's just, we're at the end of the day, we all bought each other beers and put ice on our faces. It was fine.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's South America there.
Oh man, I'm dying here, bro. That's too funny.
Well, it's true. Anyone who ever hung out down there in South America knows I'm not kidding. It's just the way it is.
If this is true, this is interesting. The term hooker came from the Civil War general named Hooker with brothels everywhere.
Okay, yeah, his entire unit, well, not his entire unit, but he had like a very high VD rate, and he actually opened up brothels and had doctors come and check out the women so they wouldn't infect all those people.
Oh my gosh.
Hooker! Ladies of the evening. And anyone who says it's like the oldest profession, it's not. Soldier's oldest profession. And then the hookers just went along with it.
Well, the soldiers got to have someone to come home to.
No, they just want
for
tail.
5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, 5 to 7 minutes right behind Stan.
Behind the dumb dumpster.
Hey, I'm just telling you. How it is. What do I know?
Kuro Ninja 005. Oh, yeah, I already did that one. Adam Speaks, $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Bilbo Sagan's back again. $5 super chat. I think I said it to the correct email. You said Redonkulas12. Yes, Redonkulas12, gmail.com. Bullwinkle, $20 super chat. What's up, you bundle of prison wallet penetrators?
Oh,
that's a very vivid
That's
image.
harsh, man.
Love the show, guys, from Shelby Township, Michigan.
Oh, he's right up the road.
Local.
He's right up the road. You go up Van Dyke. He's right there.
We have actually, we just brought this up today because this is something that I brought to your attention because, it's just the two of us doing the live stream here and we can talk to each other for hours. We had to spend, 9-10 hours in the freaking car driving out to do Donovan Sharp's interview back and forth.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be fascinating if we were able to bring anybody local or anybody willing to travel who's on Patreon, Subscribestar, or any fans who are just interested in a couple times a year actually come on the live stream with us and just shoot the shit.
Here's another thing I'm planning on doing. All right. When I write my last child support check, I want to have a Mantastic Moment bash where I want to rent a venue, have a DJ, have commercials on the local radio stations for anyone that's just divorcing or been divorced. Come celebrate the last child support check, the Mantastic Moment. It'll be awesome.
And I've already got a DJ for you.
All right.
My buddy Dustin, who helped me set up the Streamlabs and got everything
He's a
set
good
up
guy.
the show, and you've met him. He is a DJ.
Yep. I'm going to hit the pisser.
He's going to go back to the pisser. All right, we're going to read some more super chats. Polska Bob. Oh, no, everything got shifted. Now I got to find my way back down again. You bastards. Ooh, man. 762 super chat. That's an extremely specific number. X39. Under a Biden administration, would those soldiers have received an Article 14? Now, I'm going to have to read that one to Pop when he comes back from the pisser. Article 15. Or it says Article 14 in the chat. UCMJ justice falls under Article 15? Correct. Do you think that they would have received an Article 15? Probably is what he said. Okay.
Well, it all depends. If the commander keeps it in-house, no. If he's smart.
I'm not really sure how comfortable I am talking to you with your dick in your hand. Just mentioning that.
You're not looking. So
I'm not looking, but I'm just saying. There's 2 cameras in here. Thankfully, there's not one in there. Hi, Director Mr. Peabody, back again, $5 super chat. No beard, no PP, no president. Women in office is illegal.
I'm going to have to say I agree with you.
A big mic.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you because women I don't know, women are emotional creatures that don't use logic and reason. And only a very small segment of the female population is capable of thinking on that level.
You get very few Margaret Thatchers.
Yeah. Oh, she was a bad bitch.
Yeah.
If we could have a president like Margaret Thatcher, I'm all for it.
What really cracks me up about the left is that they're like, well, it's time for a woman president. Okay, all right. Joe Biden pigeonholed himself by saying, I'm going to select a stunning and brave woman of color for my running mate.
Correct.
Okay. Completely excluding probably dozens of other qualified applicants of different races and genders, what have you. Okay. And he picked the absolute worst person he could have ever chosen from the group that was available to him.
Correct.
And that's pathetic, given his choices.
Yep.
Like, he really could have gone for something way better, okay? But when you just say, well, I think it's time for a woman president, okay, fine. I get the idea. It's nice. It makes you feel good to say it. But do you actually know one that is qualified that you would vote for based on policy and not just what is between her legs?
Or what's not between her legs.
Exactly.
Yes. There you go. I don't know. I just find the whole thing reprehensible. I'm not a fan.
It really is. It's like, well, it's time for a woman president. Okay, well, who would you vote for? Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Fail. Let's see. DeWall back again, $10 super chat. With Ruth Bader Ginsburg gone, the courts will probably turn against the Democrats. We will see upper-level Democrats start throwing the local low-level Democrats under the bus to save themselves.
The thing is if this turns bad, and you will see a lot of Democrats feed upon themselves to try to get themselves out from under.
Oh, they always do.
They're gonna. I mean that. Yeah.
Just look at Antifa showing up to the Biden celebrations, causing crap and graffiti and setting crap on fire.
Well, I'm just saying, like, cowards throw people under the bus. That's just the way it is. And
yeah.
The Democrats, in my opinion, are a bunch of cowards.
Yeah, and it's only thanks to Trump that we finally have a somewhat functioning
If
Ninth
they weren't
Circuit.
okay, now listen. If they weren't so corrupt, and they were actually governing as per what the people that elected them wanted them to do, they wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you get elected to become a senator, and you have nothing. 10 years later, you're worth $5 to $10 million.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. They're on a government salary.
Mm-hmm.
And it's expensive to live in D.C.
Yeah. And everybody used to call Biden, you're middle-class Joe, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's because he was using his own family as bagmen for money laundering so that he didn't have to declare any of it. It is not a coincidence that he went from being a 6-figure dude to being a 8-figure dude.
Yeah.
Inside of what? A year after getting out of office?
Yeah.
He finally got to sign over all
an avalanche of cash.
All those deals that he had, like between Hunter shoving balloons full of coke up his ass and everything else that he was bringing back from China, wherever else.
Yeah, they just make me a senator. I'll show them how it's done.
Popp 2024.
I'm serious. I don't care about. I don't give a shit about money. All I care about is saving lives and telling the truth.
Yeah.
Like if I ever became the president, the first thing I'm going to do is get in there and all that crazy footage that was confiscated from 9/11. It's going to be on. It's going to be on TV 24/7, 365. I'm going to confirm aliens. I'm going to go the whole deal. Everyone's going to know everything.
And that's the really screwed up part about what politics has become in this country. Like they always say, politics is perception. Because at the end of the day, when you look at this election, when you look at how successful the propaganda was at getting a good 35 to 40% of this country to vote for a geriatric, demented kid diddler who wants to shut this country down unilaterally for 3 months and force a mask mandate, all violations of the First and Fourth and 10th Amendments, keep that in mind. It's disgusting.
It is.
The level of just cognitive disconnect and the sheer ambivalence.
And the sad thing is,
no one cares about the truth.
Everyone has one of these, And because this is so compromised that the people see this, I think this is truth, and it's not. It's total propaganda. And I did a whole video on it. Just go look it up in my catalog and get up to speed.
Live from the lair.
Which we're in the lair.
We are in the lair, yeah. At some point, I'm going to have to actually get a shot of that door.
In the sword room.
And the sword room. Jimmy Bones with a $20 super chat. Glad I live in BFE, Nebraska, where I won't have to worry about having to evict some Aunt Queefa mother fornicators.
For now.
Aunt Queefa, I love that.
For now.
From their meat suits when the courts rule in favor for Trump.
Well, we'll see.
The thing is, though, if there's any justice in the world, he will get confirmed for re-election. But if he doesn't, we have a much, much bigger problem.
Yes, we do.
Scuppin, $5 Australian. Australia has postal votes, but they must be in by a certain date, usually no less than a week before election, otherwise they won't be counted. Because that makes sense.
Yeah, we can't have stuff making sense here and people following rules and regulations.
Makes sense.
Can't have that.
Varus Ryder, $5 super chat. Hey, Pop, where can I find an accurate count of the electoral vote? Epic Times.
Yeah.
EPOCH. That's really the best place to actually, or Newsmax.
Or, Newsmax. There's another one. OWN? No, OWN? I don't remember. There's a few of them out there.
Yeah, but Epic Times, they're one of the few news outlets that I know of that specifically refuses to call the election until the results in the contentious states have been certified.
And all court cases are done.
All court cases.
Let's be honest. You can certify the election all you want. If the Supreme Court says, they have to uncertify and undo it.
Yep. Let's see. Merlu Eller is back again. $5 super chat. Just have the vote go to the House already. Yeesh.
That's the worst case scenario.
Well, even then, though, like individual representatives don't get to vote. Each state gets one vote.
Yeah.
And when you have like 30 some odd states that are controlled by Republicans, that is the last thing that Pelosi or anybody would want.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Listen,
if this goes to the Senate and the House, Trump wins, period.
The Democrats are the ones that did all this. They're the ones that are pushing all this craziness.
Yeah.
It's not the Republicans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, but Trump was undermining confidence in our institutions. Yeah, not the people pushing the untested, provably fraudulent mail-in voting system. Yeah, they're totally on the level, changing the entire fundamental foundation of how our elections are conducted. Yeah, let's trust them.
Amen.
Ugh. Matt H, $5 super chat. Interesting question here. How long until the next false flag?
Ooh.
Because
I'm going to be honest. Happen. I was expecting the false flag a month ago.
Really? What were you expecting?
A mass shooting.
Fascinating.
I was.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it's been, 2-3 years now?
We're overdue.
We still don't know what happened in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Biggest mass shooting in this country's history. We still don't know what the hell happened.
And there was 2 machine guns there.
There's 2 machine guns there, and you are in Vegas, which is crawling with security cameras. They're like the little cookie robots in Minority Report. You're telling me no one caught that?
Listen, I was a saw gunner. I was a 60 gunner. I worked the medium machine gun and the light machine gun. I know what they sound like because I used them for years. And we showed. And I remember, I'm like, that's a 30 caliber machine gun, and I'm like, that one. See how fast that one is? That's probably a saw. Yeah, just some craziness went on there.
People are asking for the email address in the comments, so I am hooking it up. Redonkulas12 @gmail.com. I think the issue isn't so much the lack of an email address or a lack of information, because the description with these things are just packed with crap. It's the fact that your dyslexic ass spells it in such a way that now I've been reprogrammed in my thinking meat after 8 years almost of doing this show, where I'm like, oh yeah, it's spelled like no, it's not.
It's R-E
DONKULAS. See, I know that now. But I remember the first time after we did our first episode, I put it together and I sent it to you, and you're like, oh, you spelled it wrong. I'm like, oh really? Pray tell, how does your brain damaged ass want to spell Redonkulas?
Hey, man, it was open.
It was open, just like your ex-wife's thighs.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. To the whole fire department.
Allegedly.
They put the hose to some hose.
Allegedly.
If your daughters are watching, they're like, "Oh, my dad is such an asshole."
Listen,
man.
they know the deal.
They know the deal.
They know the deal.
Adam Speaks, $5 super chat. An old grunt like Pop. I've been watching you guys for about 4 years.
Sweet.
Salute from Cabo San Lucas.
All right.
It's where I'll be watching the BS from the beach.
Ooh.
Good times. Hi, Director Mr. Peabody, $2 back again. Please Google government in Latin. We should do that.
All right.
Let's check it out. Yeah, I'm going to go over here. Government.
It's something that steals your tax money and then kills you at the end of the day.
Government in Latin. Ah! Stupid thing. Government in Latin. Imperium.
Ooh. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see that one coming. Imperium.
That makes sense.
Any more?
Oh, yeah, there's lots more.
All right,
We're going to be able to go through the rest of the stream just talking about this stuff. Kevin DeLeo, back again. Good, sir. $5 super chat. Good to see the Space Ghost glasses that I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're getting some use out of those.
Yeah.
He doesn't wash them when we're done, I discovered, but hey, it's all good.
Who cares?
Yeah,
Are you going to get sick or something? Who cares?
Uh,
This is a bachelor house. Shit gets washed once a month if it needs it or not.
The Kung Flu is going around. I'm just
I don't
saying.
care.
I don't care either. Pulse Kebab, $5 super chat. Did my Streamlabs donation showed up? I had to jump off to sign up. Yes, it did. Tony Ruiz, $20 super chat. Cheers to you, Pop. Donating to the Liquid Courage and keep up the good work.
I will, thank you.
USC G4 Pop has donated $5. Live from the mess deck, watching live. Crew is fuming. We have people whose absentee ballots were not accepted, all in Pennsylvania. Go figure.
Shocker.
Hashtag rigged. Wow.
Shocker.
Wow. But there's no proof of voter fraud. Absolutely none. It's a conspiracy theory from the right.
All of those people on camera who work for the post office doing that shit should be immediately fired and then charged with a crime.
Jail. Romer MGTOW, $5 Canadian. It's times like this I wish Trump was in charge of Canada, but he got Pennsylvania. He better get the other 4 states soon. I want to see the Liberals melt.
I would love to see that too.
Just like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Ideally, I want him to nullify the whole thing and start over. I really do.
I would like to see that too. But seeing Come Swallow Heals Up Harris's face melt off like a candle, like in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That was a good
close
scene.
Second.
That was a good scene. I like that scene.
All right. We got more coming in here. Xenomancer, $5 super chat. Speaking of the occasional cortex, watch her wait a full 4 years to molest a fence next to an empty lot again. Yeah, when they decide to bring that back up. It's just like, his tax returns always come up like every once in a while when they have nothing else to complain about.
They weren't even supposed to release those.
No, they weren't. But if he gets reelected, sooner or later, when they have nothing else to complain about, the kids in cages is going to come up again.
And that was Obama set that all up.
Yeah, that fell on a whole lot of deaf ears.
Yes. I personally I don't care. First of all, if you come here illegally and you get caught, they just send you back immediately. If you're a kid, you're going back to Mexico. Let them sort it out.
Yep. And you know who said something quite exactly like that? Obama. Space Ghost.
Who knew?
It's totally okay when he says it, though, right? Totally okay. Tab has donated $5. But Google says the AP already called the election for Biden. Seriously, though, I hate these info bumps Google and Twitter are doing. The info bumps my ass.
That is why they're
Propaganda
getting
bumps.
a mass exodus from those platforms.
Oh, yeah. Parler is now the #1 downloaded app in the world. Because
for a reason.
Yeah. Twitter, Facebook, Google, all these sites.
We're on Parler, MeWe, and Gab now.
Yep. Well, we've
been
been
on
on Gab
Gab
for a while, but I've started slowly integrating it into my routine whenever I upload things to make sure that I just try to cover the whole gamut.
Yep.
It's a lot to keep track of.
I know.
How many different social media sites are we going to have?
As many as there are.
Okay, well, you're going to help me out then.
No, I'll take care of it. No problem.
I mean, I know you would kick my ass, but I would at least.
No. I have
throw
no
a punch.
problem doing that. I mean, you got to make a living. You got to take care of your family and stuff. I can do it. It's not a problem.
You got what those kids call free time,
I guess you could call it that.
and we have heard the call. Dudes want to watch you game, so I'm going to be getting set up for that at some point.
I'm gonna do War Thunder first.
War Thunder, and one thing too, eventually this studio is actually going to get moved to a new location, and that's where we're going to film.
Our upload speed's crap
everything.
here.
Yeah, the upload speed here is crap. If there's a lot of distortion or lagging in the streams tonight because we're exporting to so many platforms, I apologize. But eventually we're going to be doing everything from one spot. Pop culture, the whole 9 yards.
But I'll do the gaming from here.
Well, the thing is we can also do gaming from the new studio because I don't know if you guys have any of these things. If you haven't heard of them, definitely get one. They're called a Raspberry Pi. It's an emulator console. It's smaller than your phone. If you go to a website called crispconcept.com, for about $50, they will send you a micro SD card that has about 12,000 retro games on it. Arcade games, Sega Genesis, Nintendo, Atari, Wonder Swan, and a whole bunch of other consoles I've never heard of.
I also have a desktop. I bought a gaming desktop.
Yeah, but we can split the HDMI signal out of that, play stuff like Battletoads Arcade, Simpsons, X-Men. We can do all that stuff and just talk smack while we do it.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
I'd be down.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
And I could do the War Thunder on a different day.
War Thunder!
Well, you drive a tank, you get to blow shit up, fly a plane. I
I'm
suck
not
at flying the planes.
I'm not going to be here with you all the time.
No, I suck at flying the planes. I'm good at shooting shit with the tank.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
Well, that's what you do.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Gert Froby's back with a $20 super chat. So the idiots on TV are telling us to get in the line for some healing, or they start making lists to screw up our lives. Don't you love how that works? What are the people who give up their guns going to do against the people who kept theirs?
Ooh.
That's a really interesting question. You see,
Well,
all the people who want you to give up your guns don't know how to use them.
I'm gonna be honest. I'll be honest. As a former Army trained sniper, if you know what you're doing, and you have yourself a good 10 power mil-dot scope on a sub-minute of angle rifle, you don't need 30 rounds. You can wreak absolute havoc. No, it's just one shot here, one shot there. There's a reason why that is such a feared thing on the battlefield, because it's so ruthless and deadly.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen, but that will happen.
On that note, Frager, $5 donation, money for years of entertainment. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Winterwolf, $4.99. Thank you very much, sir. Xenomancer, $5 super chat, says, I'll take care of it. Famous last words. Next, you'll want him to hold your beer. Good burn.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. Jimmy Bones back with a $5 super chat. AOC really means annoying, opinionated C word.
Sounds refreshing, but it really isn't. I'll tell them the story about that.
Oh, yeah. We haven't told that one in a long
All
time.
right. That story. I'm in the 2nd Ranger Battalion. Have the weekend off. Get up on Saturday. I'm driving.
Tacoma, right?
Tacoma. I drive to the Tacoma Mall. I am looking for a parking space. I park my car. I'm walking to go down the escalator to go into the mall. And this one guy pulls into a handicapped spot, and these 4 girls start giving this guy a rash of crap. He literally, and he gets out. He's got the thing. He's got MS. And he looks over and goes, "Drop you cunt." And I was standing there. I heard the whole thing. I'm like, I'm going to make you famous. I wish I got the guy's name. He's got to be dead by now. But
Yeah.
I mean, every syllable of that word. And these girls are like, eh, and they just drive
And
off.
it's a 1-syllable word, so you give it like 4.
It's like,
legendary.
It was great. I wish I got the guy's name. That's one of my regrets, because I would make that guy famous. Yeah, regrets. That was hilarious.
Speaking of which, that is the new episode that is going to be coming out tomorrow on Alt Tech and to the Patreon and Subscribe Star crowd. It is called Divorced Women, A Legacy of Regrets. And I think, totally honest, it's one of our only, like, it's a completely original thing. Like, this wasn't taken from an article or anything. I think this is one of the best episodes we've ever done, bar none.
I got to read this to you. All right. What
do we got?
This is a text from one of my nephews. It says, watching your live stream, like the handle under your hat that says kick my ass, get a haircut, punk. Dude, it's awesome. Because, all right, like, I used to go over my nephew, my buddy Pete's, his kids are my nephews, and they'd have the stupid long hair, and I'd knock the head off and grab their head and go, see that? See that? You might as well have a handle on your head and a sign that says kick my ass. Because, you know, if you have long hair, you grab it, you're done.
Well, that's how you deal with problems in a movie theater when a chick takes you to see a movie you don't want to see, right?
No, he's right. I got to get my hair cut. It's shamefully long.
You going full Johnny Cash?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I walk into the barber. I'm like, see this? I look like Johnny Cash. When I leave, I don't want to look like Johnny Cash. Cost me $12.
Well, if you would like a haircut, you just come by the house this weekend.
No, I'm good.
Just say.
I tried that once already.
No, you didn't.
No.
Not at my house.
No. I tried get a haircut. No, I'll just go to a barber and cut my hair.
My wife can do the high and tight. That's what she does for me.
Oh, okay. Now I'm good.
I don't trust your wife with scissors.
No, I just getting bald and taken down to the nub. And
well, you called her my lifetime sperm receptacle or or penis massager. That's what it was.
Your living penis massager.
My living penis massager. I'm like, there's an anniversary present for you if I've ever fucking heard of one. Like, it's four F words in one string.
Sorry. What are you gonna do?
She's like, does he really think that?
That's still not as good as
it's a joke.
The guy who was like getting married, and I was drinking that one night, and I said, you might also move into a refrigerator box. He sent me back. Yo, could you not do that on my employment page? Thank you.
Thankfully, she doesn't remember who you are.
I was drinking. Come on.
Well, apparently they watched the last episode, the Trump Nothing Burgers, together, and she's like, oh, I didn't know all those things about Trump. And then he comes in the house, and I'm talking to him. He's like, oh, yeah, she really liked the episode. It's like, I don't think she realizes that that's the dude who talked about the refrigerator box. So if you could just keep that on the down low, it's totally cool. I get it.
Hey, man, when it's after 11 o'clock and I've been drinking, anything can happen.
Well, yeah. At some point, you know what's going to happen. We're going to have the studio so close to here. We're going to have to do stuff like Redonkulas After Dark. You do live streams at like 2 a.m.
I mean, the sword room exists for a reason. And that's bad
sword
pop.
Fighting?
No, bad pop shopping at night on Ambien and booze.
Hey, whatever works for you.
No, like it show up in the mail. I'm like, what the hell is this? I open up and I go, wow, this is really cool.
Nice.
I'm like, thanks, bad pop. I don't remember buying it.
Dude, you got a battle axe in the mail. Oh, I don't remember ordering that.
Does this look cool?
Is it cool? Yeah. All right.
I can't help it, man.
Winter Wolf with a $14.99 super chat. No comment. Thank you, sir. Troy the Man, $2 super chat, says, I got Parlor at Troy the Man. We got Parlor at Redonkulas Pop. Check it out.
Find us.
Miro Eller, again, $5 super chat. Also, I think that this would be great. The left tasting victory and then having it taken away from them.
That is oddly entertaining.
That is very entertaining. I don't think I would find it quite as entertaining if I lived someplace like Minneapolis, Kenosha, Detroit.
Like I said, they should just...
Because that's exactly what's going to happen. You know there's going to be a lot of stunning and brave peaceful protests afterwards.
But you know what? If they allow the people to shoot looters, that shit would stop really quick.
That's very true. You need some rooftop Koreans in these cities.
You want to play the fool, you got to pay a full price. I'm just
play
saying.
Stupid games.
Yeah. You win stupid prizes.
Exactly. Tab donated $5. I already said that. Okay. Oh, what's one? Oh, the Biden already called the I already read that one. My director, Mr. Peabody, super chatted $2 and says, 5 gay guys, burgers and fries. They have really good French fries over there, though, man.
My daughters love those French fries, especially the Cajun
so
spice.
good.
I can't stand French fries, but I like the burgers.
Really?
I'm not a French fry eater.
You're not a French fry guy?
I like onion rings.
I can see that. I don't know. Favorite place for onion rings, though?
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Red Robin's got really good onion rings.
No, they're okay. There's,
they give you that like tower of
O'Doul's Irish Pub on Woodward by 13.
Oh,
between 13 and 14. I go there and I get like a burger and I substitute onion rings for the fries. Very good.
All right, I think we need to do that.
Yeah, we can do that. And and then back in the day, they used to have a bartender downstairs with the best set of knockers. She doesn't work there anymore.
That's so sad.
I stop in there every once in a while just for see maybe I can see the old knockers.
Well,
but she's got to be like 40 some odd now.
Well,
2 or 3 kids later.
Well, eventually, sooner or later, I'm sure, because I'm a dumb phone person. Sooner or later, I'm probably going to wind up upgrading to the Mind Control 5G.
Oh no.
Well, at that point, one of the things that we can do with that is you and I can live stream from
wherever
places like O'Doul's. We can get ourselves a burger and a beer, and then if there's a really hot bartender with a nice rack, we can be like, "Hey, you want to be in the live stream, baby? We'll talk to
Show us your tits."
This is an 18 and above live stream. They won't kick us off Twitch. Oh, yes, they would.
Not safe for work.
Yeah, the deerkin person who has all the power on Twitch to kick people off.
Yeah, Mr. Furry. Unbelievable.
Or miss, you just assume their genders.
I'm sorry.
There's
There's only 2 genders. I'm just saying. If you don't know what your gender is, then you fall under gay. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. You do whatever you want. I don't
Listen,
care.
I'm a grown-ass man. You want to be gay, be gay. Just don't include me in your plans. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, you don't need a witness for your gay sex.
I don't need to see that.
Yeah.
Just handle your business. Don't involve me. I don't care. There you go.
Miro Eller with a $5 super chat. What is the best and worst case scenario of this election? Also, I heard Pennsylvania flipped.
Best case scenario. Best case scenario. The Supreme Court nullifies everything as being completely illegitimate, and they redo it without the mail-in fucking ballots. That way, people will still be upset, but they really can't be super upset because they got a chance to do over.
Yeah. Second best case scenario, SCOTUS weighs in and says, look, and they basically tell the media, like, look, you report on this shit, okay? These votes were illegitimate. The Democratic Party is responsible. Boom.
Yeah, I mean,
But even then, you can't count on the media to actually report on it.
There is no upside.
Hacks.
There really isn't a best case scenario. I mean, they're all just different shades of screwed up.
No matter what, and like, even with Biden winning or being declared the winner by the lamestream legacy media, the left is still rioting.
Yeah, it's not going to get any better.
Nothing that's going to placate these idiots.
Nope. No, you're right. It's gonna be ugly.
Aaron Heck, $20 super chat. Yesterday was a DDoS attack. It looked like a missile strike between Europe/China versus America.
Oh,
I
yeah.
watched the DDoS
I read about
after
that
everything
today.
went down. 200,000 sites were hit yesterday.
Brighteon went down for a while.
Yes,
and
they did.
So did Patreon went down for a while. And then what was the other one? BitChute. They got hit too.
Dr. Fi, $2 Canadian. Pop, you ever heard of the Drinking Bros podcast?
No.
And I'm glad that name wasn't available, and I didn't, because had we picked it would have just been.
We've been hammered.
No pun intended.
We get on there like, hey man, sorry, we used somebody else's name for their podcast, and we're gonna change it.
We kind of touched on this a little bit earlier. Mike 1776 per chat, very nice.
Yeah.
How about AOC calling for retribution against Trump supporters?
Oh, because that's going to work out
Gestapo
so well.
list
That's going to work out so well. Listen. Back in the day, you used to vote, you used to have your opinions. Nobody wanted to put you on the list.
Yeah.
Now they want to put people on lists and do bad stuff to you. Guess what? That's only going to breed more animosity. It's not going to go anywhere good.
And at the same time, they're calling for unity. Oh,
yeah.
Let's let the country heal while we take all of your names and your contact information and dox you on the internet.
And take away your business, shut down the economy, turn you into, like,
Wage
debtors,
slave.
wage slaves. Listen, It's ridiculous. All right.
I got to ask the left, okay? Who in the flying fornication do you think you're fooling? Okay? Expecting people to accept the results of an obviously rigged election after you spent the last 4 years screaming about Russia, and after burning, looting, and murdering in major cities for the past 6 months, destroying people's small businesses, their livelihoods, and encouraging lockdowns in states that oftentimes, like Vermont, had like no freaking, sweet and sour sniffles cases.
No.
Yahoo! Who do you think you're kidding?
It's bullshit.
It's not. Stop trying to make that happen. It's not going to happen. No, people are not going to believe you unless they are already on your side and they're just that stupid.
Yep.
I'm getting spun up.
I'm sorry. Get spun up.
Damn it. And on my third one of these are too delicious.
Yeah. Should probably not drive.
I will be fine.
Okay.
I will be fine.
I
am Irish and Scottish and German.
Okay.
I can handle my booze.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I just get pissed off when I see people with... This isn't even ignorance. This is willful cognitive disconnect. There comes a point where you can't blame the propaganda for everything because we all have one of these. You can look up the truth if you choose to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's just a lot of people don't have any life experience. They've been lied to for their entire school experience, and then all of a sudden they get dumped on the porch of adulthood, and they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Ignorance is a choice. When you live in the age of information, when all of this information is readily accessible at your fingertips, and you choose not to look at it or search it out for yourself because you would rather not rock the boat with your liberal buddies,
yeah,
that's a choice.
That's a choice. That's willful idiotness.
Willful idiotness.
Willful idiotness.
Chunky841 says, I sent you guys an email. I need an address. I don't know if you mean email address or regular address, but if you need a regular address, we have a P.O. box in the description.
Or you go to the website.
Or you go to the website. Yeah, but redonkulas.com/donate. Boom.
Boom.
PJ donated $10. Got work in the morning, so I got to go, but I love watching the show.
That's my nephew.
That's your nephew? Nice. Michael Pelletier, $5.01.
How specific?
Very specific. I'm coming to that bash. How many years do you have left until your last
year and a half?
Child support? Years and a half, yes.
Yep.
That's going to be so much fun. I'm serious. I'm going to make you do that.
All
okay?
right.
This isn't going to be like the election stream where I'm going to be like, okay, I understand. No, you're doing this.
Okay.
We're going to do a Mantastic Moment party. We're going to invite a lot of fans. Anybody who's willing to come on out. It's all good.
I want a commercial on like Riff on local radio stations.
Hashtag don't marry her.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We need to see if that website is still
It
available.
is if you spell it differently. Don't marry her.
What do you mean don't spell it differently?
It's Marry. Don't marry her is open, not marry Merry.
Well, Merry isn't Mary. That's like Mary as in Merry Christmas.
Okay, whatever.
Not like Mary as in get hitched.
Well, I'm dyslexic. What do you want from me?
Apparently nothing. David Jones, $10 super chat. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Amen.
By the way, Truffle Butler is always funny. Look him up. Look it up on the Urban Dictionary. Truffle Butler.
I don't want to know what these crazy
No,
things
we're
are.
looking it up right now.
Come on, man.
Truffle.
You got to go to Urban
Butler.
Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. All right, what do we got here?
You can go to Urban Dictionary, and then you got to search it in there.
Truffle Butler.
Oh, that's so nasty. It can't be good. Oh, it's not there.
Showing
it's
up.
not showing up. Thank God.
Thank God.
It's got to be something bad.
What about truffle butter? What does that say? Oh, a combination of fluids from anal. I can't even say that. YouTube will kick us off.
All right, move on. Move on. Move on. That's just horrible. I don't even want to. Oh, God.
Oh. Truffle butter.
Oh, stop. Stop. All right, move on.
A reference to the texture and thickness of the substance. I want to see if I can get an actual lump of vomit to come out of Pop here. I'm going to turn this here.
Come on, man.
A combination of I'm gonna joker this for you, okay? A combination of I'll do it as Stewie.
A combination of fluids from having anal schmecks and intercourse. Reference to the color and texture of the thick substance that forms from having both anal schmagnanigans, the direct penetration of the vagine afterwards without washing first. Taking its name from the truffle because of the color of the gooey, thick substance created after penetrating both holes, and its texture of the gooey substance being something
God,
thick
stop it!
like that of butter.
Oh. God damn it,
I've
man!
never heard of this before.
I don't want to hear about it again. That's horrible.
You know what an Alaskan pipeline is?
No, I don't want to know.
Well, that's when you poop in a condom and you freeze it,
Why do you
and
tell
then
me
you
these
use
things?
it as a dishwasher safe man.
Why do you tell me these things? Could you stop, please? Thank you.
Do you know what an Alabama Hot Pocket is?
I don't want to know. I'm good. Stop. Move on. That's horrible.
I can't pronounce the screen name on Twitch. The dude says, "Blank, you're an asshole." Thanks. Yes, I am. And I'm
That
a
was
dick by choice.
horrific. Oh. Oh.
You know what space docking is?
No, I don't want to know. I'm good. Thank you. Move on. Stop it.
Hi, director Mr. Peabody, $2 again, says, shout out to Taco Supreme flavored sunflower seeds.
Thank you. No, thank you. I don't even know what that is. Thank you. Move on.
Knight's Oath, $10 super chat. Here's some beer money, gents. I'm one of those guys you saved. Pop, can you tell your sniper school story? Where the Marine bet that he could sneak up on you
Oh,
and
the
nothing but rage your
naked
panties?
stalker. Okay. Well, first of all,
This will have to be the last story of the night because it's 10:47.
all right. All of the snipers from 2nd Ranger Battalion went down to Pendleton for the Marine Corps Sniper School. And since, the first, it's a 3 week, back then it was 3 weeks long. The first week they just dog you out and treat you like shit. So we're like, we're not coming down for that. We show up at the beginning of week 2 where, you go through the whole deal. And the last week is you do all the stalks and everything. And, we're doing pretty good. We didn't have, no one failed out. But one of the instructors, the Marine Corps sniper instructors, he's basically, all right, I bet you I can stalk you and get within 300 meters, and I'm only going to wear the Speedo, flip-flops, and a hat. And we're like, no way, okay. We all threw in money in the pot. And this rat bastard was so good. He literally got within 200 meters, and we never saw him. Got off his 2 shots. We couldn't detect his position. And he won like $500.
Holy shit.
And that's in 1990 money.
Wow.
That bastard stalked us naked. He had nothing. And he had a red Speedo on. He was all cut up and had thorns and shit and red ants all over him. But back then, that's like a whole month's pay.
Wow.
Stalked us naked.
Stalked us
And he had flip-flops on, and they taped him on with duct tape.
If there's any ladies that want to stalk us naked, as long as you're under, $3 bills, it's all good.
Maybe. Not for $500, though.
The Joy of Soy, $20 super chat. Good to see you guys. Good to see you, sir. Hi, Director Mr. Peabody again, $5. Look up a picture of Jackie Kennedy in a bathing suit and tell me that's not a dude.
I don't know.
That's interesting. Should we look that up? Hey, let's look it up.
Jackie Kennedy?
Jackie Kennedy in a bathing suit.
I don't know.
Let's check it out here. I'm going to bring it up on the screen for you guys so you can see exactly what we're
but
looking at.
this is like 1960, so.
Let's see here. I don't know. She is wafy.
That ain't no dude. She ain't got no tits, though.
Yeah.
I can understand why he was banging Marilyn Monroe, but I'm just a realist.
Anybody back then would have been banging Marilyn Monroe.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
She's wife material, but, she's not the... She's not the, you know.
Holy cow! Roel Ramos super chatted $100. Holy crap!
Thank you, man.
The left are cowards and beta males. Stay strong, fellows. Keep me laughing.
Okay.
That's what we'll
No
do.
problem there.
Winning. Dr. Phi, back again, $5 Canadian. Looking at the last 20 years, it seems like quite the progression. You went from AOL to POF to Tinder to OnlyFans. Yeah. Who said feminism hasn't made any progress, huh?
Yeah.
Yesterday's sluts are today's empowered women, and today's sluts are celebrities, if that isn't progress.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. Miru LR, $5 super chat. You ever heard of Happy Tapioca?
I don't want to know. No.
UrbanDictionary.com.
No, come on. No, please.
Come on, please.
Come on, man.
Damn it.
No. Next time. I can only handle so much of a lump of vomit in my throat. Stop. I don't have the safety mechanisms that you're thinking meat has, man.
Kevin DeLeo, $5 super chat said, did you guys get the supplies I sent you?
I got a lot of supplies.
When was the last time that you actually checked the
3
P.O.
weeks,
box?
3
3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
All right, so Kevin, if you sent anything within the last 3 weeks,
I haven't
we
gotten it
probably haven't gotten it yet, so get on it.
All right, I will.
Bruh.
I know.
Soylent Green, $5 super chat says blue waffle. Look it up. Okay.
Oh, no!
These dudes are giving you money. Okay, we got to actually look this up.
Come on, man. I don't. Oh.
All right, here we go. UrbanDictionary.com. We're going to look them both up here. Blue waffle. All it says is don't look it up.
Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Just don't. That's great. What is the other one here? I'm going to look this up. What was the other one?
I don't
Happy
know.
Tapioca.
Oh, God. Stop it.
This sounds like fun. I mean, probably not literally, but Happy Tapioca. All right, let's bring up the desktop here so you guys can actually see what we're looking at.
Oh, my God.
To be backdoored and submerged in pudding.
Who thinks of this stuff, man? God. That's horrible. You're ruining pudding for me. Holy
You'll
smokes.
still eat pudding. You're a calorie cadaver.
Stop it. I am not. Well, I do. I can't get below 215.
Uh,
I got down to 209 last week, but I can't hold it.
Vardas, 424-2000 wants to know, $5 donation. Do you guys still travel through New York? If so, stop in and pick up some of my red trash shine.
Did he just name it the Red Trash? That'd be cool.
Yeah,
if
Red
he
Trash
actually
Shine.
has a successful moonshine business and calls it Red Trash,
That'd be winning.
I'd be winning for me.
When we were in Philly visiting Donovan, there was that beer company out there called Evil Genius Brewery.
Oh, yeah.
We really got to get in with those guys.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
we can't get in with Black Rifle Coffee because they apparently
They don't return our
They don't
emails.
return your emails.
No.
But Evil Genius Brewery, if anybody knows anybody out there with connections to Evil Genius Brewery, that would be perfect for this show.
Yeah, it would.
Jimmy Bones, $5 super chat. Just signed up on Patreon. Bring on
Thank
the
you.
laughs, the knowledge, but most importantly, the dials and pegs.
Yeah.
I've been picking out some really good ones.
I like
lately.
dials and pegs. I'm a tit man. What can I say?
11 minutes ago, hi, director, Mr. Peabody, $5 again. Here comes Pence with a chair from under the ring. Trump is distracting the referee. Oh, no, Black Power ladies on the top rope. Look out, Trump.
Oh, no.
David Jones, $10 super chat. Hey, Pops, best statement, just mail a Pringles can full of shit to each Democrat in Congress.
If they didn't have DNA, I would do it. But, their DNA, they find out it's me, run
Yeah.
DNA, and I'm in prison.
It's technically biological warfare, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm lucky I got away with it back in the day.
Yes, you are.
I didn't fess up to it straight up.
A Xenomancer, $5 back again. If it will go pear-shaped anyway, I want a full-blown Jefferson 12A process. Roll it all the way back to 1800. I demand entertainment for my taxes.
I should bring back dueling. Didn't we do a show on
Dueling!
that? Dueling, bring back dueling.
Killing for kindness.
Yeah, killing for kindness. They can make a whole industry out of dueling.
Oh, excuse me. Michael Hola with a $10 super chat says, the laptop is positioned so perfectly, I almost didn't see the super thin LCD. See, there it is. What hardware are you running? I'm a hardware geek myself. This is just a MacBook Pro, 13-inch. We got the Black Magic Design Ada Mini right here, and we're streaming through Streamlabs OBS. And over here we got a little Samsung monitor that Pop bought out of the back of like a drug dealer's car.
Don't say that. I bought that off Craigslist out of a dude's trunk. $150.
150 bones.
Yeah.
But the speakers don't work.
Yeah.
Fail.
What are you going to do?
Xenomancer, $5 super chat. Truckers are planning a strike at the end of the month.
I hope
the riots after a Trump reversal would quickly exhaust the food and water and everything.
Bummer. Get a rain barrel. Have chickens. You'll be fine.
Wait, what? Reaper01, $5 super chat says, I'm still waiting on the full Hooker School Ride and Roast episode on Subscribestar. The wait is killing me. It should already be there, man.
Yeah, what the fuck?
4
times. I said that 4 times. Damn it.
If there's an issue, Reaper01, email redonkulas12gmail.com. Let us know who you are. I will send you a link directly, and I will double check that just to make sure there's not an issue.
I gotta take care of that Army swear word thing I have.
Michael Pelletier, $5 super chat says, I want to see Grunt speak in Pop's own writing. No, you don't.
No, it's bad.
No, you really don't. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He says dyslexia and all. He wants to see how you can misspell it.
Well, here's a little bit of my printing right here. My notes. I have to write everything in caps.
Oopsies.
Because I really have a hard time with lowercase numbers, and I can't read cursive.
Okay. All right.
So it's not pretty.
Well, we've been going for almost 2.5 hours, so
Yeah,
we
we gotta
got to
cut
wrap
outta
this
here,
up.
man.
So we just have a couple more super chats we're going to get to here. Thank you, everyone, so
Dude,
much
I'm
for your
honored you
generosity
guys
tonight.
are all in this, man. How many people we have total right now?
Somebody's Shark Dentures says, $5 from him. Hey, Pop, I have a mute button with Blake there. Don't you wish you were me?
Not really.
Kiss my ass. Right in the crack.
Listen, he does some of the stuff he comes up with is comedy gold. I have to laugh my ass off.
Break out your drinking straw.
Like today, we got butt piss and
butt piss. And
electoral
then the taint cheese
dysfunction.
from like a couple weeks ago.
That butt piss thing is hilarious.
Butt piss.
That's awesome. It's like Miller beer. Butt piss.
That's basically it right there, too. That's a very, very accurate description. Pat WX Daddy, $20 super chat. Tell the story of the time you got spooned saving Goat Belly's life.
Ooh, yeah. All right, yeah. Goat Belly is one of my RTOs.
And then we'll do 2 more super chats, I think, and we'll have to call it a night.
All right, Goat Belly was one of my combo guys who was so good he could talk to God. He was really good. Like literally, he could.
You know what they say about people who talk to God?
No, but he could
You
do
talk
it.
to God, you're religious. He talks to you, you're insane.
He do some fiddling with the radio. You pick it up, and I can talk to anybody. But we went on the soak and smoke mission, which are usually in November, and we would walk from the corner of the map to the far corner of the map from Friday to Sunday. Well, we're about halfway through. It's 31 degrees, and it starts raining. And we're freezing, and if you're not walking at full speed, you fall behind and you start seizing up because your core temperature goes down. So we decide, hey, all right, we have to hang it up for it's dark 30, on Saturday night. We make it across the map in one go, and we're like, all right, we're gonna go to sleep. Well, Goat Belly starts going hypothermic on me.
Oh boy.
He's like, I mean, literally, he's not making, he can't really, he's not talking in cohesive sentences. He's all screwed up. So, like, literally, I had to, we get a fire going. We warm him up a little bit, give him some cocoa. We go down for the night, and, literally, he sleeps, right next to me to stay warm throughout the whole night. It's either that or die. I know where he burned his balls. I mean, this might have been another one. But yeah, that's a whole other story. We'll tell that one next time.
Well, we got another one here. Inquisitor Jack, $5 donation. How would you recommend learning the basics of long-range shooting? I'm pretty limited to 100 or so yards at my local ranges, and I need to look into a good rifle for long ranges. Would appreciate any advice on sources, platforms, scopes.
All right. Ruger Precision 6.5 Creedmoor. You can get yourself a decent first focal plane scope on eBay for roughly anywhere between $300 and $500. You want a mil dot or an MRAD. That 6.5 Creedmoor, you zero it at 300 meters, and it's literally 22 clicks up to, and you can hit, a 6-inch group at 600 meters. 80% of all your shots are going to be inside a quarter of a mile. All right. And then very few are going to be beyond that. So, 600 meters is really good, especially for that platform. And you can get that platform with the scope for like $1,500. Now, the 6.5 Creedmoor, though, the beauty of that round is it performs almost identical to the 300 Win Mag ballistically, except it doesn't crush your shoulder every time you shoot it. That's a good platform.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
Pretty sure Facebook kicked us off.
Oh, bummer.
Because it's not there anymore.
Oh, well.
That's too funny. We're still there on Twitch. We're still there on YouTube, but Facebook terminated our stream. I shit you not.
So what?
It is gone.
It's all right. At least we made a go. We made a go of it.
All right. So basically, what the moral of the story is, no more Facebook streams in the future.
I bet you our pages will be deleted, so it doesn't matter.
Inevitably, yeah. But that's why we're on every other freaking alt-tech platform.
Well, hopefully Parler and me, we will have streams soon, and then we'll be able to do that.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
If Parler were smart, they would do that.
D-Live, isn't that where PewDiePie does all of his streams
Yeah,
now?
let's get on D-Live. Let's do that, too.
We can try D-Live next time. Why not? All right.
I think we're done here.
I think we're done here, yeah. All right, let's give them the
2.5
briefing.
hours.
Yeah.
All right, safety briefing,
Give
gentlemen.
them the safety briefing.
All right, don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. Wear a condom. Take the condom with you. If you have to fight, never go to the ground because that's how you get stomped out. And if you have to fight, go to jail as a group because there's safety in numbers and you don't get ass raped. Just saying.
That's about right there, yeah.
It's a bit right there.
All right. So, this is me. Mahalo. You guys have a great night. Tune in next week. And yes, these live streams are going to be every Thursday night because a lot of people are still kind of wondering if this is going to be a weekly thing.
Yeah.
So, every Thursday night, right?
Starting at 8:30.
8:30 every Wednesday night. YouTube.
8:30 to
Twitch.
10:30 or 11 if we get carried away.
And apparently that tends to happen quite a bit.
I'm honored these guys all the super chats they ask some good questions.
They do. We had one last one here just pop up.
All right.
Have you heard of Project LifeLog and how, when it was canceled, Facebook was started?
I
have not.
Never heard of it.
I have not. It's fascinating.
Sweet.
All right. Well, we know we got a little bit of a lag on here, so I'm going to take you out with a little bit of Techno Axe Muzak.
Sweet.
Y'all have a good evening.
Take it easy.